Hey, everybody. It is Tuesday. It's from the barracks. And you know what? We need to start doing this the right way. Instead of saying, hey, everybody, we have to start saying what it really is. Hey, Potato Army. please,
Very
Oh.
presumptuous of you.
please tell me I'm wrong.
I can't, but I'm going to anyway, just because.
I mean, I figure I tell you're wrong often enough that should just carry over.
Jesus Christ.
Well, welcome, everybody. We're going to
Anyway.
talk a lot of best airsoft moments at events. We're also going to talk about a couple events. We're going to start talking about events until the knock at the door. My food gets here because they're really late today, and Fat Man is hungry. So how's everybody doing tonight? I'm Joker with Players Wanted. With me's the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virtue from Sinister Customs, and Buck. That is never going to get old for me at all.
Never going to get an intro.
Never going to get old. Just and Buck. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We'll jump into some of some of the stuff that we have. Some of the events that are coming up. We have actually this weekend is going to be Guardian Center. I can't wait to go to that for Third Coast Airsoft Series Viking 4. Actually, I think there's still some tickets available for that.
I heard a rumor they added tickets.
I don't think they added tickets. I think that that tickets became available. So yeah, Series Viking. Well, they might have cut off all tickets now because it's sold out now. But I think people are still trying to sell their tickets on the Third Coast Airsoft page because some people can't make the event and all that, which always happens at every single event throughout the history and time. I think even a 2-player event will still have one person say, yo, I need to sell my ticket. Guardian Center is one of those locations that you should go to at least once in your airsoft career because it's just a really cool AO. It's probably the last time I'm going to Guardian Center for a while because once you see the AO and you get the experience of it, there's really no need to go back, I guess is the best way to put it. But because Third Coast is there and they put on awesome events, I'm going to the Third Coast event there. It's also a pricey ticket. I mean, $275. What's up, Mike?
Yeah, that price is a little bit steep. Maybe next year.
Yeah, that one's kinda...
that's like 12 cases of liquid death.
Not trying to do a sponsor plug at all.
Oh,
which is funny because I had a half a case of liquid death. I didn't have any water, and Tinker only likes to drink water. I totally forgot that liquid death was carbonated water, so I brought liquid death for him to drink, and he's like, "Bleh." So then it got passed around to everybody else that was there, and of course Nikki loved it. So that's my cue. I'll be right back.
well, they do make uncarbonated water. What's up, D92 Will OG homemade tank?
Welcome.
Yeah, dude. There's a guy out there who's apparently making custom paintball tanks because he's trying to get a tank arena started. And I watched some of the videos, and it seems really interesting what he's trying to do. And thank you, dear. I wouldn't mind seeing him doing airsoft mods for it. But it looked really cool. It's basically converting goat carts into tanks. So there's a driver and there's a gunner.
That sounds ridiculously fun.
Yeah, I want to contact him just to see how much it would cost to have one made. But the whole idea of the tank arena thing just looks awesome.
What happened? I missed something.
Oh, there's a guy. It just came across my quote unquote info stream. Paintball tank. Basically, it's a goat car that has a tank shell around it, and there's a driver and a gunner. He's building these things because he wants to open up a tank arena.
Nice. I mean, I would definitely do it. I wouldn't mind going out. I mean, look what we're doing with Damien, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's one of those things that I would do once.
Oh, if I had the opportunity to, I would make it like I would make a field like Mad Max Fury Road. Just get a bunch of them. I'm all kitted out.
Dude, I have done
He's on top.
Airsoft Mario Kart. It is extremely fun, but way harder than everybody thinks.
So,
Because you're trying to get an airsoft gun to shoot accurately at a balloon while zigzagging.
what's up? I don't know who Facebook user is because of the lovely restrictions that we have on Restream. I'm honestly going to start looking to see if we can find another. Oh, fuck! That's bad.
What he dropped?
Just spill your food.
I spilt the wife's food.
Yikes!
Oh.
You better make another order.
Let's see.
I saved her one piece.
Yeah, you're in
And again, maybe not.
shit now.
Go ahead, Cora.
That woman scares me, dude.
You know where she's at right now? Karate.
Yeah, you should lock your door.
Yeah, you might want to order
Garcia.
that another round like now.
I was about to say, yeah, that's Garcia. He's on the. Well, is that?
Put that away from mommy,
Yep,
please.
that's Garcia. It's Garcia. He's
I'm
over
giving
on
up.
the big
I'm
house
giving up
systems
hand
community
rolls.
page.
That's the only thing I could do.
I sense danger in your future.
No, I mean
Was
she's
it-
gonna understand that it was an accident, and the fact that they were late is their fault, not mine. And it literally just. I don't know why it fell off my desk, but it just decided to jump off my desk.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna say, "Just watch the stream. You'll see what happened. It wasn't my fault."
Exactly. I was like, it happened right here at 7 minutes and like 15 seconds. I gave her my hand rolls. She'll enjoy that. She'll get upset about it, but she'll at least have something.
Better than nothing.
Whoopsies. Anyways,
Events. We were talking about events. We were talking about Guardian Center.
I was actually talking about the death water thing. Nikki loved the stuff, so she took all the death water with her, or liquid death water. So fun stuff. But yeah, back to events. What was that somebody said about? Somebody made a comment in there about not.
Don't
be
get
mad at the field.
AO because you're gonna lose.
I'm not. Oh, please. Garcia, I'm going for you, man. I'm gonna try finding you, and shooting you, and everything else. So it's all good. We'll have a good time shooting at each other, brother. These motherfuckers. I have no wasabi. Oh well.
So you're
Anyways.
not like wasabi when you bust rhymes.
Oh well, I mean, I like
That like Leanne rhymes. Like Bert Kemper, you got the mad hits.
I told him not to put any of this stuff up there. That was top. So yeah, the next event that we're actually going to have on our rate that's coming up would be Black Dragon Siege 2. There's the link for it. It's actually one of those little bit.ly links, so it's actually easier for people to type out and all that. So that's one that I'm on the Black Dragon Legion for, or one of the NPC legions, the NPC Legion or whatever. So that one's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be at Wasteland Ops. I'll just stop there.
That's in Ocala, right?
That's in Ocala. Yeah, as I said, I'm not particularly fond of that particular location, only because of how small and compact that field is. It limits how many people can come out. I understand why he uses it. And my understanding is that they have done some build up there, so I might be able to increase my perception about it. Make it a little bit higher up on my list.
Yeah, but you shine in those close-in environments, though, because you could just sneak up on people completely unexpected and use your big man camo to dampen the sound.
Yeah, the problem with this particular AO, right, with this location is the way that it's set up. It really is not conducive to a good field because half the field I think is worthless to play because it's essentially in a bowl. Let me see if I can pull up a video. Let me see if I can find something while we're talking here to show you guys what I'm talking about. But there is it's almost like a massive depression in the center of the field because it was originally a Jeep track. So they had like
Oh, right. Yeah.
they had all sorts of concrete stuff so people could drive over it with inside of there, which I mean, it looks like it would have been fun as a Jeep track because they got like a top portion that goes down into a hill and on the other. And it runs down the side of the tracks and everything else. And not to say that you're going to have a bad time if you play there, not at all. Don't get me wrong. I'm not really talking bad about it. It's just not one of my favorite fields to play at. I think it's too compact. I think that entire center section, if they were to build something up in that center section to really not, it's a huge dead space. Like I said, I'll try to find a.
Speaking of massive depression, I haven't seen Stu on tonight.
Mario Kart doesn't seem far-fetched now. Exactly. Big man camo. Look, I know, right, Garcia? We played together that one, Friendly Fire. It's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. All right, I found the Black Dragon Siege. Let me see if I can find part of the video. Ah, crap. I think I just found the video where, Garcia didn't hit from getting shot. So, I'll show a little bit of the field. Like, I'm not sure how much this has been built up. I'm not going to share the audio. I'm just going to share the video portion of it. And there we go. So this was like the upper area. I'm not sure if this is how the structures still look or if they made the structures a little bit better or not. So this was like, this would, I think this is north, like where they usually put north base at. All right. Great. Everything's upside down.
What's up,
So
Starseed?
this is one of the good portions of the field. So this is like, remember I said it was an elevated location where you can go down. This is like that track that they had built that goes there. Along the right here is the train tracks. And this is nice, like a nice little gully that people go down. The cover up here is actually pretty decent and good. So that's a lot of fun to play at. Obviously, I'm dead here again. My job was to run up and die, and I did that effectively. Trying to see if we ever get a chance to look at. Well, that's still the top section.
That's the spot I blew you up.
No, that's further down that line. It'd be like, Mark, hold this grenade. Hey, as long as it's like a tag and not like an EG67.
I mean, only if he's P-Top certified.
I am P-Top certified.
P-Top certified.
I get hit.
I hate it.
Those,
I
like,
hate
sorry.
every bit about it. I hate the fact that I had to get
I'm not
certified to throw a fucking boomy stick.
All right, so this might actually be some of the
Well, you
area
don't have
I'm
to take
talking
the
about.
hit if you're not P-Top certified, right?
So there's only a couple of good locations here. Sorry, I'll try to find it here while we keep talking. Oh, here we go. So they have two cities. They have the one that's at the north base, and then they have this other one that's over here to the left. Let me mute myself so I don't have to hear it. Down behind these trees over here, that's the depression I'm talking about. And I hope that I just have a good spot of the video where you guys can see it. I mean, up here, this is a good section. That's the other city area that's over there. That's towards, I guess, the south base section. And I'll keep looking to find the others. So, hey, more upside down video.
All right. Well, you guys cover the topics of depression. I'm going to go get my stuffed peppers. BRB.
There you go. So,
Still looks like a reject from Miami Vice.
You see how low it is down there?
Oh wow.
I mean, if you're up top, you have great advantage on almost everybody on the field, but there's like nothing down there, and that's like the only real downside. There you go. Here's a good.
I mean, there's enough cover on that ridge line to just make that a nightmare for anybody.
Yeah, and it goes all the way around. So this is just a giant bowl in the center. So, and the problem that comes down is like a lot of boulders and stuff in there. Now, I'm really not talking bad about the field. I don't want you guys to think um, that I'm like really trying to trash it. I mean, on the far side in the woods, there is a trench system that goes through, which is kind of cool. But on a whole, it's just such a compact field that it limits the amount of players and everything else that's on there. Yeah, you were the only one that did get into that CP that day. Although I did hear you, I was just dead and couldn't say anything.
Yeah. They should make a gulag in the depression.
It's almost one of the things that's needed because of the way this is, that they almost need to make there, which I would love to see, which I think will make the field times better. If they can make some structures with some interconnected, like not even solid roofs, but like tarps. You put tarps up in between the roofs and all that. That gives people cover when they're running through. It almost will make that area worth it. Because right now, hey, what's up, Wolf? Right now, you essentially have, I guess that's the best thing. The field is split in half. There's two sections with this giant dead space in the middle.
Alright. Honestly, if they had the money to throw it, I would actually do something like two structures on either side of the bowl and a connecting bridge.
The problem is it's too high, and I don't think they own well, I know they don't own the property. They lease the property.
Mm.
So, the hell?
Well, we're talking about Airsoft. Buck is cosplaying Miami Vice right
um, Speaking of which, like jumping through, it was kind of funny before I jumped on. We jumped on the stream. I'm TikTok is like starting to jump up with the views and everything else since we put the gated video back up. And this time it didn't get taken down because I put the tagline at the bottom. Airsoft, semi-professional, semi-trained. And we did not get the video taken down. But somebody actually duetted the video as a blind react. And she's like, "Oh my God, I hope he's okay." I was like, "He jumped." He straight up jumped. And she's like, "Oh," so then the very like newest one that she posted was like she's obsessed with Airsoft. So I was like trying to find out about Airsoft and everything else. I was like, well, as the Air Force. So it's kind of interesting, like how many more people we are bringing into the sport because it's not the first time that somebody says, "I just found this. Are you guys really have helicopters, tanks, Humvees, and everything else?" Some events certainly do. So a normal Tuesday. All right. So let's see here. All right. So the third weekend in October is going to be Operation Hades, and that's around the corner from my house. It's a zombie style event it's like a 5-hour event that's going to be at Extreme Rage Paintball Park right here in Hollywood. So I played at Extreme Rage before. Again, I'm not bashing the field. I'm just going to warn everybody, if you're coming to that event, go to hefeairsoft.solutions.com, which I should probably just put up a link for.
now. Plug those sponsors. Plug those sponsors.
Sponsors. We love our sponsors.
I don't know why. Whenever I search for it, I got to talk to him because I put in hefeairsoft.solutions.com and it did not pop up on the thing. Let's see here. There's a link. It's
Just search
actually
for Hefe Airsoft and it shows up.
Yeah, you can search for Hefe Airsoft, but Operation Hades, it's going to be October 15th. Where the hell's the order form for it? There we go. Events. It's a $60 ticket, and it's going to be a survival style game. Hefe Airsoft is really new to the Tri-County area. Trying to bring up some other airsoft solutions for the people down here, and I'm all for it. I'm definitely supporting this one. So
Got to support local business when you can.
hell yeah. I know that Hefe is trying to put together a field down here, which would be absolutely fantastic in my opinion. But it's going to be a zombie style game, so come on
That'd
out
be
and
awesome.
let's do some zombie style stuff and have some fun.
Just don't follow Joker's lead, or you're going to end up with more welts than you know what to do with.
Yes, but if you follow my lead, I take out a lot of survivors.
As well as himself.
He always wants to be first infected.
Actually, no, I was trying to avoid being infected this time. I really did try it. Wait, no, did I start off infected? I started off infected this time.
You started off infected.
Yeah, last time I tried to survive, and then I ended up with some players that don't know how to control their fire and ended up shooting me instead. So I was like, all right, I got you. Went full zombie. Just do what I do, run into a field of M4s and only a tomahawk. I do that, but with a frying pan.
Yeah, he literally just ran into a wall of fire repeatedly.
Over and over again. Hey, look, my rule on that as a zombie was I tried to do a 2-to-1 KDR, even a 1-to-1. If I got 0-to-1, I was pissed at myself. So Operation Hades, go ahead and check that out. I'll be out there. That's literally right around the corner from my house. I'll even talk to Hefe to see if there might be some brisket in our future for that event. And then right after that, the very next weekend is going to be Operation Swift Justice from Operation Lion Claws in South Carolina, in Graniteville, South Carolina, at a mill. This one is in Swift Justice 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Wait a second. What the hell?
I hate everything.
That's weird. Part of it said registration's open, then it said registration closed. And you guys can check it out at this link here. And get your tickets for that one. That one's actually going to be a really awesome event. We got a lot of guys, like my guys are going to that event. I think it's only 2 or 3 people not on a team not going to Swift Justice 2, which, this I give it for John Liu. He brings out some of the best AOs I've seen. He gets all these mills that are in the process of being shut down or converted or being scrapped, essentially, or allowed to go through and just shoot a bunch of people with plastic BBs. It's awesome. Kevin is also bringing in a bunch of different stuff to go through, a bunch of objectives and stuff to take. So it's going to be a fun event. I know Dark Horse 6 is going to be at that event almost in full force as well. So it's going to get packed pretty quick. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, I just need a job that'll let me. Next is, of course, Scorched Earth, which is our last event for the year at the prison. It's our season, at the last event of the season for us at the prison. So, obviously, guys, you could go to obhmilsim.com. For your tickets to that event. Right now, Green is Green is really starting to lead the way with as many players as they have going to that event. They already have like over 100 tickets sold, so that's really kind of awesome. Let's keep it up there. We're getting close to our cap for the player base for Green, so if you guys are looking at it, definitely get your tickets now. That's an awesome spot. That's my river crossing MVP move. I don't think the river's actually in play this time, Garcia. But if you're going back up again, brother, we're going green. We should have a lot of fun at that event. So, um, let's see. I was just going to have a point when it comes down to what was I just going to do? Damn it. ADHD brain. It sucks.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
What's
Oh,
that
I know
over
what I was going to do now. Go ahead.
My brain completely blanked on what I was about to say. Oh, somebody asked a question a while back I was going to answer. I don't know where it went.
We have a brand new
yeah.
shiny Discord as a courtesy of Buck. Thank you very much, Buck, for that. Where's the Players Wanted Discord, son? All right.
I'm working on
There
it.
it
I
is.
just haven't had
Best
time.
place to purchase bulk BBs for a good price. Nowhere. You can get. I recommend getting bulk bottles. Like if somebody has a bundle deal on separate bottles, but for those companies that sell like the ammo crates full of BBs, 99% of them have not been checked, polished, tested, or anything else. They come straight out of the machine, go into a can, and get sealed. Or they're ones that got spilled over from the bottling process, and instead of rebottling them, they throw them in a can. I have seen way too many guns get broken by buying those giant ammo cans full of BBs. If you're looking for bottles, Amazon, I think E-Like or Elite Force had a deal for like 8 bottles or something. I think it came up like $10
honestly,
a bottle.
the prices for the Elite Force BBs are pretty damn reasonable considering their bios, and you can go all the way up to I think 0.36.
Really?
I believe it's either 0.36 or 0.32. Let me check right now.
But yeah, I recommend Amazon or talking to your local shop. I know a lot of local shops. If you tell them you want to buy like 20 bottles, they'll make you a deal.
Hefe Airsoft for one.
Yep. Or Dead End Outfitters. Or hold on, checking sponsors list.
I think those are the only 2 shops that we actually have inside of the list here.
Okay, so
hair update. My hair has literally been the same for months.
If you get the Elite Force BBs, you can get a 5,000 count for up to a 0.28 grams. And if you want to get a 2,700 count, you can get up to a 0.32 grams.
Yeah, this is called fresh out the shower without a whole day of work. That's just it doing its thing.
Also, I have stuffed peppers.
I got sushi. The wife's going to be sad about her sushi, though.
What kind of sushi was it, if you don't mind asking?
This theoretical sushi she had.
A rainbow roll.
A rainbow roll. Oh, that sucks.
It's one step above Texaco sushi right now.
So you mean sushi on the floor?
Mm-hmm. It's one step above gas station sushi right now.
Pretty much.
Tell me you didn't buy that AWOL. I saw that come up. Some dude was actually selling rice bags full of BBs. Coincidentally, I followed that story to the end. The guy got fired because those BBs came from a factory, and he was just putting up a bucket underneath his station while bottling, and then bagging up all the BBs that can go into the bottle and selling them.
Ooh, somebody's in trouble. Okay, so one of the last events that we really want to talk about here, to get a little up to before we start jumping into like some of our best moments at events, we Pew Pew at Sea. So I understand it that a lot of people have been having difficulty getting Carnival on the phone, and I'm with you. I understand it. I called Carnival 3 times today to help people get their damn rooms booked. The shortest hold time was 50 minutes. Yeah. So when it comes down to Carnival, what I'll do throughout the week, if you are looking to book your room, let me know, and I will make the phone call for you. I'll wait on hold until they answer. Then I will conference you in so you can get your thing so you don't have to wait hours. At the end of events, we have an ammo can that we unpack, and that's our Grenada ammo.
Fair enough.
Nice. Um,
I use 12 gram BBs for grenades sometimes because I can get them for $1 a bottle.
I actually was gifted a entire like 10,000 case or 10,000 pack of .13s. That I've just been using them for my point.
I love my friends. They're like, "Oh, you're in the airsoft. I found this thing here. And it's like clear, no core, fucking 12 gram BBs." And I'm like, "Thanks."
Thanks.
Same with my family, man. You're not alone.
There's Battle Buddy Initiative. There's Garcia.
Stillwell.
Where I can understand it. What's up, Stillwell? Happy birthday. Welcome to the
You're not dead.
happy day you came into the world naked and screaming. And the habituary birthday song. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
You came to this world naked, screaming, and covered in somebody else's blood, and may you go out the same way.
So for Pew Pew at Sea, people have been asking a lot of questions about it and everything else. Look, it's a cruise for airsofters. It's not an airsoft cruise. We're not going to be playing airsoft on a cruise ship. As much fun as it would be, people ask, why go? Well, you get to hang out on a ship, have a bunch of alcohol, and be able to just decompress. And honestly, it's the start of the season is how we're planning it. So it's March 3rd through the 6th. From those you guys are up in the frozen north, now's the time that you can get to go on a cruise. You can come down to the heat of South Florida because at that point it'll still be about 75 degrees outside. And get a chance to go out, hang out, have a good time. Confirmed for the cruise so far is is Rob Weber from RC Airsoft. We have Wiener going from AT Airsoft. Sin and myself are going. The Amazon's going to go. Gabe from MK Airsoft just got his cabin today. So we're going to go have a good time out in the Caribbean.
I mean, also you're going to have the chance to watch me get drunk and tell horrible stories.
Let's play airsoft on a cruise ship. Someone gets thrown off the ship. He won't call his hit.
All of his gear dead on the spot.
What was that movie where he chucks the guy and he's like, "No ticket"?
That was Indiana Jones 3,
Oh,
The Last Crusade. He didn't have his ticket. No, Michael, it's actually not a sausage fest because Sin's bringing 2 ladies with him. I think it's 2 ladies.
yeah.
Hey, no judgment here. There's a judge-free zone. I know Gabe's bringing his girlfriend, and Wiener, he's talking about bringing somebody of the female persuasion. Let's see here. And there's another person that also got their room, but and Ron's bringing his other half. So there's gonna be a lot of ladies there. Exactly, Mike. It's a great place to go to have a vacation. I mean, we're on a cruise ship and we get to eat whenever we want. We get to go around, drink whenever we want. We get to hang out, bullshit without any hassles. And yes, we are still working with the Bahamian government to try to allow us to import in stuff. Evidently, there must be some sort of license that Bahama Airsoft must have in order to have airsoft there. So I'm talking with him and the Bahamian government to see what we can do to get guns over to the airsoft replicas to the Bahamas.
All right, Wolfie, that's a John Wayne movie.
Yeah. So couples trip. Actually, this is not a bad trip to bring your significant other on to show that airsofters actually can be somewhat normal-ish.
Bringing both my partners so they can start putting faces with stories. So don't be surprised if you're on the trip and somebody looks at you and goes, "Oh, you're the one."
I get that a lot.
If I go next year, I'm gonna go and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you're the idiot."
Yep. And the idea behind this is that this is going to be the season opener for the future, right? Now, technically for Florida, our season starts in about October because it's hot enough. It's now not as hot, so we can actually play outside. the events really don't start in Florida about November anyway, and they run to about March. So it's Florida's season ender, but everybody else's season opener. The virtue scares me low key. I don't want to meet drunk virtue.
I am a teddy bear.
Yeah, you do want to meet drunk.
Let me explain. Drunk me has a panel at some conventions where they just give me booze in a room and I tell stories. And the last decade and a half, that panel has sold out every time.
All right. So you guys want to check it out? What you have to do. So there's now a time crunch for this. Because of Carnival screw ups, you had until September 12th. Well, I got that date pushed back a bit to September 19th. So we have roughly 6 to 9 days to get your guys' deposits in. You have to put a $200 deposit down on the actual cabin, and that's based off of 2 people. So if you don't have a second person in there, you can still do it for 1 person for the cabin. And then you can pay the remaining balance by December 16th. So you don't have to pay it all up front. Just get your non-refundable deposit now. All right. Find out more information on that, you just simply go to Pew Pew at Sea, which for some reason the group reverted the name over, so I got to fix that again. I don't understand why some of the groups do this. I mean, I'm starting to get really pissed off at Facebook with some of the stuff that they're doing for it. It's, I don't know. All right, somebody just asked a question. Do we need passports? No, because we're going to the Bahamas. You don't need passports, but if you don't have a passport, you're going to need to have your birth certificate. So right now you have plenty of time to get your passport. It's always good to have a passport. Just playing with you one of my favorites.
Really, Paul? You send me that in private chat? Really? But yeah, no, it's for me personally, this is going to be a great time because literally I get to hang out with guys where I'm not frantically responsible for something. Anybody that's ever put on an event understands what I mean when I say that.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about doing anything else except sitting at the pool and drinking a beer. You know,
I just want to get on a pool on a boat so that I can be in the water while I'm on the water.
while you're drinking water.
Something other than water, Joker.
Fire water. Got it.
Yeah. Scary airsoft. Look, man, don't do stupid things and you won't see that virtue. That's all I'm saying.
All right, it does work. What the hell? Sorry, 1 second. All right, if you guys want more information on that, you can go to Facebook, facebook.com/pewpew@sea. Incoming link now. What I would love is that the link would actually be clickable on the screen when you do this. You know,
send it to Restream's massive suggestion box that they never check anyway. They don't have a forum of features you would like to see, and the last time it was checked by an admin was like 3 years ago.
So I don't have money for it or vacation time. You know,
Dude,
I don't want to hear those.
Get on the corner.
Say what?
Make that money. So he's got time. Get on the corner. Make that money. Call your dirty Uncle Buck down there.
If I had the money here, I would also be going. And I'm kind of sad that I can't this year, but hopefully if all goes well, we might actually have a location for my airsoft field within the next year. Fingers crossed.
The only thing Buck has to do is, you want to earn some money? You're over 18, right? I got a movie that needs a few actors.
Dude, you showed up dressed like that with the hair pulled back. You look like an 80s porno director.
Is it worse that I'm drinking a Long Island ST? Here, wait, I gotta make it even worse. Here, we'll full send this one. Scumbag.
Looks like a young Ron Jeremy.
Fuck you.
That's what Virtue and I
42 minutes.
saw before.
42 minutes.
That's what Virtue and I saw when we first started the stream up, getting ready for it. All of a sudden, Buck comes in. It's like 80s porn star.
Listen.
Corner's starting to look very bent. Taking application for. I won't say that word because I'm really not trying to get demonetized. We're really not. Speaking of which, there's another big announcement just happened. And this was kind of a big one. We hit over 25,000 subscribers. I was actually watching earlier today at 12:01 p.m. We went from 24,999 to 25,000.
Where's your plaque?
You need a play button?
Yeah, when are you getting your? Let's get this man his play button.
100,000. 100K.
I don't know why, but I thought that they gave one, or it gave like a letter at like 10,000.
It used to.
Yeah, but so many people hit 10,000 now. And it's kind of interesting, right? So we do this show for the fans. We do the show to interact with our fans and have people, just to talk with people and everything else. This show does not get us many views. I mean, and we love you guys for it anyway. We get maybe 100. Well, let's go over the analytics, shall we?
The 10K play button was a bronze play button. They got rid of it in 2020.
Bullshit. That's bullshit.
All right. So for live streams, our live streams average right around 150, maybe 120. Although the Geigerland setup begins, that had 2,700 views. That was actually good. Post views. But none of our live streams really hit over. I guess a couple of them did back in the day.
I mean, we mainly do this for information sharing, but there's Stu.
We didn't say his name 3 times, so we didn't summon him earlier. But it takes a while. Like the videos that get up there are like weeks ago. So the point is that this really the live stream, we do this for the fans so we can interact, we can talk, we can go over stuff. What really gets us a lot of viewers, followers, and all the big money, $10 a month, is
Not even enough for your Restream subscription.
I know, right? What I would love in the near future, which might actually start happening when we start getting more and more viewers watching the shorts and everything else, but they start it'll actually start paying for stuff like the monthly restream, which is what I'm hoping for, so I have to pay it out.
How much is the monthly restream? I don't actually know.
$50 a month. Yeah, we pay $600 a year for our restream service.
That's bogus. Why don't you pay the annual then? Isn't that cheaper?
Not really.
How much is it?
It's like, I think $550 or something like that.
I mean, save $50, I guess.
Yeah, well, they have $500 to just drop. I got a lot of other stuff that's on my plate.
Do you have any idea how expensive event props are for crying out loud?
Unfortunately, yes, I am.
So, the point being is, you know what? I'm going to do an old Gallagher skit, right? He describes who in the audience that he really loves. He says the first 10 rows, you guys pay for the location. The second 20 rows, you guys pay for all the props on stage. The back 30 rows. You guys pay for all the crew and everything else. You in the balconies, in the bad seats. I love you because you pay me. So we love the shorts because they bring in some revenue and they bring in the viewers and they bring in the people to get like a little bit of attention.
It
Our
just gets us there in
videos
general.
that we put up, the longer videos, they get more people to come back and do repeat stuff and they go through other things. But you, the viewers, we come back to every single week, twice a week to talk to you guys.
And for the record, you guys are choosing to do this willingly. You have no one to blame but yourself.
Listen, man, the Wasteland themes is slept on nowadays. It really is. Joker to the balcony. Are you not entertained? Dude, I had to do that once at a fair. Oh, here's something else. You know what all this is right here, guys? I found home movies of me from 2002.
That is disturbing.
A lot of them, actually. That's what you guys can't see it too well, but that's what all this is over here. I just got a conversion kit to pull it over. This was when I was doing Renaissance fairs in the living chess match. I think one of those videos actually has it the first time my wife punched me in the face.
The first time, he says.
Yeah, she did it at another show later on, but the first one was the one that sucked because my nose got bloodied. So it was a place, it was at Redlands down in South Florida. It was 102 degrees in the shade. I am a combination of Animal from the Muppets meets Tarzan. I have this leather piece of chest armor that goes on that actually has a hook on the back, which somebody like leads me around on. And it was supposed to be Beauty Slays the Beast. So Star does this, she does this unarmed thing where she's supposed to hit me 3 times in the face, sit, stay, lay down. And when I'm down, she's supposed to kick me to roll over. I get up, and she's supposed to kiss me. I lay down, and I refuse to get up. I cross my feet, and I go, nope, 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 nope. Beauty has slain the Beast. First show, first punch, bam, right in the nose. And she bloodies it. I look down. I'm on all fours. I look back up, and she's mortified. I was like, hit me again. So she does the rest of it, kicks. I roll over. I get up. She kisses me. I go down. I roll off the field immediately because I've been eliminated, and I have to run backstage because I'm supposed to get changed for a knighting ceremony. I go walking by, and it's like one of the few times I broke character. The kid goes, look, Daddy, they have blood packs. I looked dead at the kid, and they said, ain't no blood pack, kid. I walked off the stage.
Joker really hit his wife with harder, mommy.
Oh, honey.
I'm glad I didn't say it out loud. I thought it, but I didn't say it.
You totally had a rainbow roll. But if you go to the stream and look at 7 minutes and 15 seconds, you can see what happened to your rainbow roll. It's now dog food. It fell on the ground.
No.
Punch me in the face again. Punch me in the face again.
They're telling you to punch me in the face again. You just came back from karate. You two need to knock at the. I gave you an extra hand roll. If you want, you can have another one. That'd be 5 hand rolls.
You're right.
Bitch took my hand roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how I actually met my wife. We were at Renaissance, same group. We're the Royal Chessmen. We did living chess matches. All right, so cool. So let's now talk about best moments at Airsoft events. You want the eel sauce? Weird. It's weird. All right, so some of the best moments in Airsoft at Airsoft events. I'm still gonna say, let's cue this. Let's cue this beautiful BB footage.
We're gonna run up.
Yep. Okay. Then I'll get those two.
I got it. Get your gun out. We're gonna ram the whole point.
I have a pistol and a sniper rifle.
Let's go.
You go ahead and do that.
3,
I'll get our people.
2, 1, go.
Roll.
Go. Everyone, go.
Good shit.
It was a fire fight.
That end just kind of made me laugh a little bit.
That was like D92. That was like one of the best wipes that we've seen in a while. And what I love is the one guy. He's like, "That's a trade, dude." No, it wasn't a trade. It wasn't a trade in the slightest. I love how Tonka didn't even address the guy. Just kept going. He's like, "Nope, I'm good." To this day, the mag's still there. Sea of the Dead. That's probably one of the best flanks, especially outside, I've seen since I started playing Airsoft. Like, legit. Everything from the time that he started that to the time he ended. And I still think the guy that was inside the guy that shot him inside the door was a guy that just got shot, and there's no way in hell he got medicked in time.
Yeah, no, that was totally cheesed.
Yeah, it was like, even from when he threw the grenade. He threw the grenade, paused for 2 seconds, and then ran forward. So when it exploded, he came around that corner hot. What's up, Michael? So that's like one of the best. That's like one of those best moments out there. So based off that, Virtue, what is some of your best, one of your best moments in Airsoft? I know it's going to have to be story time.
I mean, it's probably going to have to be, and actually, it's a sad moment, but it was absolutely hilarious, and I have to throw a teammate under the bus. So you guys have seen the photos of like some of the old guns I used to run. Well, one of my first DMR builds was 18-inch barrel with this giant scope on it. My partner Dax shows up, and his gun goes down because he refused to listen to me and buy a quality product. So he borrows my DMR, and I tell him, like, it's longer than you're used to. Be careful. Well, I'm up in the tower. They have this 3-story tower at Fallen Warrior in the lower village, and I am murking my way up, and I just hear blind man, blind man, blind man, and I hear Dax screaming like somebody just shanked him. I go, crap, pull out my admin rag, strap it on my arm, go bolting down the stairs to run over to figure out where he is. He is laid out on the ground. There's blood pouring down his face. And I am thinking his girlfriend's going to kill me. And I said, is it medical? Somebody go grab my bag. And he's on the ground. He's a medic. And he's like, no, I just need a minute. And I'm like, dude, I can't see your face. There's so much blood. He goes, I'm fine. And I don't want to talk about it. And there's a crowd of people, and the field owner shows up, and the field owner's like, "Oh no, we're gonna talk about it. What just happened?" So apparently, he decided to take a corner with my DMR, not realizing how long it was, on his knees, leans forward around the corner, falls, slams the scope into his face, and just topples over. The poor kid he was turning the corner on apparently fainted because, according to him, he saw Dax turn the corner and then a spray of blood. So we get him cleaned up, and he just ends up getting stitches across the bridge of his nose. But the sheer hilarity of that kid's response, because I turn the corner and there's Dax covered in blood, and this other kid laid out on his back.
So Buck, what's one of your
One of my best moments was at an open play at Hudson Valley Airsoft. We moved to, I forget what they called it, but it was kind of like a bar area. And there were guys, we were playing it kind of like a capture the room style because there were multiple rooms in the area. People would just choose rooms at random, hunker it down, and try to stop the attackers from entering. I went in and had a flashlight on me. It doesn't have a strobe mode, but I was flashing it so hard that they couldn't see me that I got all 6 of them with one pistol. I just was in there just going side to side, hitting everybody, and they're like, "Oh, fuck, shit, ah!"
I'm trying to think of like personal. There's a Scooby-Doo episode, which was hilarious. Mark looks like he's looking for video.
Definitely look for a video.
Well, I found a video. So, I'm just trying to upload another video here, just to try to find something. I've been in a spot for like so many good airsoft moments. Sometimes it's really hard to find just one, right? So, let's see here. Dancing. So this one is actually a moment that happened at Mayhem Mill 1. I really love this AO. I wish that we could have played more games here. I wish the equipment was still around, but this is one of the ones that was actively being scrapped while we're there. And unfortunately, we only got 2, I think 3 games out of it total before they pulled it all down. So this one's pretty epic.
You're dead. Don't say anything.
Oh, shit!
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Joker sneaking in the back door.
Oh man, that was so much fun to do. Just they're like, where the hell did you come? Because they literally had no situational awareness of where I came from. I literally flanked around the side and just came directly at them. The one guy that was hopping over the thing, I didn't see him at first. So when I went around the corner, I was like, uh-oh. And I was just like, bink, bink, bink. That AO was absolutely fantastic. I wish we could have played more games there. It was just so much fun. I really did. It was such a great event.
So it's a toss up for me in my mind. There's a Scooby-Doo moment, and there's my epic war movie moment that happened this year at Bad Blood. I'm torn. The Scooby-Doo moment happened at High Grounds Airsoft, which if you've never been there, it was in Spring, Texas. They just moved location. And it was a giant game of bank heist. So there's a vault. It's just almost like 8 foot by 6 foot thing on wheels that you have to sneak out of the bank and get it to another location. Well, I rushed, I grab it, I'm pushing it out, and literally I have no idea how nobody has noticed me or shot at me yet, but they're shooting at everybody else around me. I get it into the living room. I put it next to the TV, and I hear people rushing in. I stand up, get behind a lamp. This lamp is not concealing me in any way, shape, or form. But I pop up behind this lamp, and I'm just like, it'll be worth the laughs. 6 dudes come in the room, sweep the room, and go out the other door. And I'm like, how did they not notice me? Like, the top of my mohawk is sticking out above this lamp. All right. I push the vault out through the door they came through, across the hall into another room. And I hear them. They go, I hear the vault. They come running back the other way. I stop, crouch behind a couch. Again, they have to walk by the back of this couch. There's no way they should not see me. They all come in, sweep the room, run out another door. I'm sitting there like, are you kidding me? I push the vault into a hallway, and I'm listening to see if they hear me again. Nobody says anything. I go running towards the goal with the box. Right before I get there, I hear footsteps rushing. I turn a corner, and I just get up against the side of the wall. They all go running by me, turn, and go through another room looking for me. And I'm like, really? And I just mosey the thing into the area, and the rep is like, I watched that, and I am as confused as you are. I'm like, I don't know. So the ref calls it because I scored. And as we're leaving, these guys are complaining left and right how I was hiding the vault and they couldn't find it. And the rep is like, I watched you guys walk past that vault repeatedly.
Airsofters are oblivious at times.
But I call it the Scooby-Doo moment because it's like the scene in Scooby-Doo where they're running through the hallways across. First time using thermal at GTI night, stalking 2 players through the large pit room. Put 2 speakers on either side of the room and started playing Over Here, Turn Around from. Okay. Buck?
I'm gonna go with my imposter moment this year from Bad Blood. So I was running around after every single team had possibly sieged the entire town and destroyed my team multiple times over. You know who you are.
Oh,
So my team just decided, there's literally no point in us staying here. So we decided to start fucking around. And I skipped with a knife and a pistol over to the castle and decided it would be a good idea to screw with some people. So I walked in and started blasting. They're like, hey, are you friendly? I was like, sure. Walked around the corner and started shooting everybody in the hallway.
Oh.
And that was a fun time. Everyone was angry until I got shot in the head.
Man, where the hell? I can't find the small clip of me shooting everybody. Sid knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
I gotta find that clip because that clip's getting played. I just don't know where it went off to.
All right. Well,
'Cause
here
I
looking
haven't-
for that. So the
Yeah.
other one was at Bad Blood again this year. I had an epic action movie moment that was completely unintentional. We were coming through the forest and we were getting like pinned down by this one guy with an LMG off in the distance. And I looked back at the kid behind me and I said, hey, does that gun have range? And he's like, I don't know. I say, give it here, pull it up to my shoulder, take a snapshot, and you hear the guy on the machine gun go hit and put his hand up and walk away. I turn around, my entire team is looking at me like, did that just happen? Meanwhile, keep in mind, I had my cigar sticking out of my mouth when I did it.
There's like so many funny moments of stuff that happens.
Funny Halo hop. That guy is still hilarious. That was an Airsoft moment in my mind. I just want a compilation of that guy bunny hopping every time he gets hit, just like on a GIF on loop.
You're talking about that one Airsoft cheater, right?
Yeah.
It's good.
Dude, I swear, in my head, Flight of the Valkyrie started playing when that happened, Will.
One of the funny things that is going to happen is like typically I don't. Oh, here we go. These ones can definitely get uploaded. Not really. I guess it technically counts as an event. But no, it's like I'm breaking a cardinal rule tomorrow that I usually have. So because I'm old, and I don't bounce like I used to, I avoid playing Airsoft the week before an event. Like, because I play on Wednesdays, so if I get hurt, I don't have a lot of time to recover. And well, because Che and Emma are coming to Miami Airsoft tomorrow, I'm playing tomorrow because even though we're playing, it was one of those things. Is there? Yes, there is. I'll send that person a message. So it's so it was just like I'm breaking this rule by playing tomorrow. But those guys from last Wednesday. So he shows up last Wednesday, like before his buddies do. So I went over and just like, hey man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. You shot first. It's why you should always go with the trade. Is what I was trying to talk to him about. It's like, look, with that fast a reaction, you probably should have just taken it as a trade. You know what came around the corner. You know the gun was pointed at you. You should probably just taken it as a trade, especially since you got hit. None of this, I got shot first time. He goes, I ain't looking at your video. He goes, you're just a bunch of cheaters. That's why the refs go up into the towers when you're here. No, the refs don't go into towers when I'm here. The refs go to the tower when you guys show up. There's a problem. This is the same guy when he got asked to put on our team. And then the very next game, he was getting kicked off of our team to get put onto the other side. He's like, oh, no, that's my buddy. He's with me over there. I was like, Jet? I was like, he's with me. He's literally on my team. Bye. Walk of shame, buddy. And then he walked out of the game within 1 minute of the game starting. They're going to be there tomorrow. They really are. That funny, or hold on, sorry. Let's see. Papa and I helped a group of troopers in Pennsylvania. After helping them, we dropped a grenade in the middle of like 10. I told them. That's wrong, man. Find a clips of you falling. No, that's not nice. That's not epic moments. I guess the tuck and roll.
I'll tell you what. Because he won't give you one, I will give you one of my fail moments when it comes around.
Dude, I put enough of my fail moments up, okay? I mean, come on, guys. I put an entire 8-minute video up of me falling. That's not enough. Is that enough for not enough for you? Are you not entertained?
No, clearly not.
There's some epic funny moments and some epic cheater moments.
Here's one.
I love it when the cheaters get their comeuppance.
Here, it's finally finished uploading. So Buck witnessed part of this.
The other guy's behind the tree with the cow.
Here we go. You're dead.
Where's yet?
You're all dead. It's true. You're dead.
I got a bunch of them coming in here somewhere.
You're hit. You're dead.
What?
You're dead.
This not knowing who's on whose team, bro. No, they're fucking just walking around like that.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Push the trees, I got nothing. What?
You're dead. You're dead. Where?
Down this way, I took one out. I don't know how many more. Hurry up!
You're hit.
Fuck. What? Shot. Come on. Dang it, Stoker!
Let's go.
Shh. Get up here. You're dead. Shh. You're dead. You're with me, right, attacker?
Just watching every single
clip
person
about for like another
fall like
45 seconds of me.
dominoes. Like dominoes, man. I just see Mark going up the stairs in this bright, colorful fucking Hawaiian shirt, and just seeing people hit.
What I love better is so many people are like, "What just happened? What? You're dead."
Huh? What the fuck?
Dude, it's hilarious. Just again, I keep saying it's big man camouflage. People look at him, they underestimate him, and they're like, "Well, I got time to shoot him." They turn around, he's gone, and he's like whispers in the ear, like, "Hello, hello there."
Hello there.
Sam Fisher moments.
So I mentioned one earlier where I was like, "Hey, this technically doesn't count because it was an event, but it was an event, but it was an event. It wasn't an event in its typical stance. This was it was Battalion's night game one where they played a midnight. So it was actually kind of a big event for players there, and oh my god, was it juicy! So Battalion Airsoft Arenas in Jacksonville, Florida. It's actually one of the largest indoor arenas I've ever seen. It's got over 40,000 square feet of arena space alone. There's a downside. From the last time I've been there, they really don't have a lot of ventilation. So it becomes a hot box real quick. And people drop down pretty quick. When we were there, we got there, I think I want to say 7:00 at night. And it was 6:00 at night. It's still 120 degrees inside of the facility. It was hot. It was colder out. But here you go.
Sorry, man.
Like a conga line.
There's another clip. I have to find it because I just realized the 2 videos I put up here are not of Battalion, and it's of Miami Airsoft, so I just gotta find the other one. The level of giggle fest that happened with that stuff was straight hilarious to me because they literally just kept coming, and I just kept shooting them. It's like some of the highest kill streaks I ever got with a rifle was at Battalion Airsoft during these games.
Jesus. Trying to think. Oh, that technically was a cool moment, but so I'm up in the bushes, all gilly up, get ready to take the shot. This guy comes around a corner. He's got a grenade in his hand, and it was one of those old school ones that had the spoon, so you could pull the pin and just hold the spoon. And I shot him, and I expected him to put the pin back in the grenade and just lay dead. Instead, in epic fashion, he falls backwards, releases his hand. The grenade flies back into his team, and you see them all watching the grenade, and it hits the ground. And it's like a whole moment of, oh, as it goes off and takes out his own team. You hear them yelling at him. And he goes, dude, I got hit. And they're like, where from? And the rep's like, dead men don't talk. And finally, their other teammates come around the corner and just see this pile of like 15 dead dudes because they were stacked up against the side of the building getting ready to breach. And their teammates come around the corner and they're really confused. So they pause to look, and I shoot one guy in the front of the line who just puts up his hand and he's looking around really confused.
It's not so much as an epic moment, but you mentioned grenades. And There was something that happened at Firestorm that was spectacular. I'm just waiting for the video to process now. You guys.
Ike's TV, what's a good website for an airsoft guns? $90 to $150. I'm gonna be real with you. There's no such thing.
I mean, you can get some good entry level ones on Evike, but like, meh.
And that's good for entry level. If
So
you want
Evike.com, Evike.com is going to be the place to go to get any sort of gun within that price range. That's going to be anywhere near. That's not going to break on you immediately. What we've recommended, which is actually one of the videos that we have up, is the top 5 M4 AEGs that you can get. All of them are right around the $250 to $300 mark. That's honestly where you want to go to buy your first airsoft gun. Now, if you're just trying to jump into the sport, I get wanting to go with a cheaper gun. Just understand that that's only going to get you inside the sport, and after a short amount of time, you're probably going to want to be upgrading anyway. So
I actually have a recommendation for an entry level. If you're okay with proprietary parts and not really wanting to upgrade it in the future, the Crytek Alpha series is a really good go-to, but again, it is a little bit more than 150 if I'm not mistaken. So be aware that no matter what, you're gonna end up spending a little bit more than you want to. But if you're willing to do that, you will get some decent quality, and you can upgrade it to a genuine motor down the line, and you'll have a good time.
Yeah, the general rule of thumb is, remember, what you invest, it's kind of like a car. If you invest in a beater, you're going to put more money into it to keep it running and to get it up the pace. When it comes to airsoft, you're going to put, if you buy a $150 gun, I can almost guarantee you within a year, if not less, you're going to put another $100+ in it. Or you could just spend the $250 and get a solid starter platform.
I would highly recommend getting the G&G SRS. It's a jack of all trades gun that has a nice bit of range to get you indoor and outdoor and everything else.
There's another one. I need to check
D90
prices on them now.
Said it's the same thing I was going to say. You pay what you get for. There's other things you could do too. Is like, I mean, you can check hop up. Some people are trying to get out of the sport, and sometimes they sell their guns pretty cheap. I would just make sure you get the protection when you do it, to make sure that you're not getting sold a crappy gun. But a lot of the G&G lines are pretty strong entry level guns, and they also hold their value a little bit. But I mean, it's kind of hard to destroy a G&G.
It's not impossible, trust me. It's kind of hard.
That's why it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Also, on the budget side, as much as people hate them, the new Valken ASL line for a budget gun is pretty decent. Now, it is a budget gun. I'm not going to lie to you. They have a Plus series that has whistles, but still, it's an entry-level budget gun. And even those are in the 160 to 180 range.
All right. Okay. It still works. It's never been taken out to play with. How do you know it still works? There you go. All right. So this is the other epic spree moment at Battalion that I really wanted to show.
Here, I'll get it.
It's my light. It's my light. I want my light.
It was a massacre. Yeah, I really wish.
I love the one guy towards the end. that came running in as if he was going to try to slide and take me out, and it's like, here, eat some BBs. Enjoy.
Dude, there's a proper time to slide, and that was not it. When you've got that much distance to clear, and the guy has already posted it up, you're just making yourself a slow moving target.
It was, to me, it was just funny because it's like I looked at him sideways and I was like, all right, good try, good try. But that's one of the reasons why I like it is like I got another like the lightsaber guy that stabbed me in the side. I finally found that video. I was like, man, you know, if you come at somebody with a lightsaber, especially if they're unaware, you simply slice them. You don't go hi-ya. Although he probably was a little bit pissed off that it took him out so many times, sitting in that one corner.
He did bring a lightsaber to a gunfight.
Well, he actually asked us, he goes, hey guys, if you see me coming out of spawn, just let me go by because I want to go fight my buddy over in the speedball area. And I said, sure. So stupidly, the first time I let him go running by. Yeah, here, I'll just play the video. This happened. That was the last time I let that fucker through.
Yeah, you're nicer than I am. I'd be like, nope. Run faster.
I appreciate people wanting to go do some crazy stuff for footage. I get it. I totally understand. And I totally gave him the benefit of the doubt. Like in that first clip I showed where they all come running out and he's running in with a lightsaber, I actually didn't shoot him. Somebody else did. I was letting him go past. And then he comes back through, he gets past the second time, he comes up and he freaking jabs it right at my side. I was like, ooh, never again. Never again.
Epic moments. Oh, we were playing Trader in Terrorist Town at Crucible one day, and I run it a bit differently. Everybody's allowed one weapon. It can be a pistol, it can be a shotgun, it can be anything, it can be a knife. Kid walks up and he says, "Can my one weapon be a grenade?" And I went, "Sure. I want to see where this is going to go." So I made him a terrorist. Game gets down to 5 guys and him. These 5 guys are all huddled up, and the game hasn't ended yet, so they know there's still a terrorist amongst them. Kid leans his head in, and the guy says, "Hey, are you the terrorist?" And the kid goes, "Funny story," throws the grenade into the room, and wraps around the corner.
That's awesome. I love that.
I was just watching it like, and it was amazing because through the entire game, people were like, "I think he's a terrorist." He goes, "Yeah, I'm a terrorist, and all I have is a grenade." Seriously? You can't lie. He didn't lie. He admitted to being the terrorist. He just did it sarcastically. And every time somebody would suspect him, he'd be like, "Yeah, it's me." And they would be like, "Okay, whatever. Hang out with us and you'll be safe." So they protected him. He would wait for firefights to happen, grab somebody else's weapon, kill somebody with it, and keep going. And they turn around, it's like, "Who shot him?" He's like, "I don't even have a gun."
That's actually really cool.
But I actually ended up giving him a patch. I have a limited edition wall. I have a patch wall with patches that I can't get anymore, and some of them I have duplicates of. I ended up giving him one of the OG amped patches.
Okay, Devilish, I need you to explain this comment. Joker, you being going mad, try hard, and Airsoft, good shit. I think what you're saying, you're doing good. You're a mad try hard in Airsoft, good shit. Hey, what's up, Tater Yeet? I just want to make sure that it's like not an insult, because if it's an insult, I still say thanks, bro. Or if it's
but yeah, no, that kid, man, he was freaking hilarious. And people were like, after it was over, it's like, "He lied." I went, "No, I heard him every time. He didn't lie. You guys just didn't believe it."
Well, whenever I play werewolf, I had the same thing. I always have to start off with, "I'm not a wolf." I'm not the werewolf. I'm not the werewolf. Because almost all my buddies were pointing at me and say, you're the werewolf. And my entire time at werewolf lasts the first night. It's like, I'm dead. I'm out. I'm out. It's like, I'm not the
I
fucking
played
wolf.
that game once with my niece because they play it at Gen Con all the time, and I had to use the Twilight defense to get myself out of getting killed. So the guy was convinced I was the werewolf. I was the werewolf. He was convinced. And I went, look, here's the bottom line. Are you Team Jacob or Team Edward? And he stares at me. He goes, what? And I went, Team Jacob or Team Edward? And he's like, Edward? I was like, that's exactly what a werewolf would say. And he
Very
got
nice.
killed.
So, all right. So some of the other videos loaded up. So here's another part of the Elkin location for Firestorm. This facility had like a big hill that was behind it that had a cabin on it, and people were fighting up on the cabin. So I decided I was just going to walk around all the fighting and go to one of the buildings, which was closest to the enemy respawn, to take stuff inside the building because that was the objective. Check out this badass power slide.
Dude, you
Yeah,
were
that was
breathing
badass.
harder than I've ever heard you breathe in that one.
To be fair, I was running up the other side of the hill, running around, avoiding all the conflict to try to get away with it. And that slide down was like 80 degrees or like 85 degrees. It was almost sheer. So when I sat my butt down, I was like, you don't really see me with my right arm going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Grabbing onto stuff to make sure I didn't fall.
So we had a question come in. I just saw it. Kate,
Virtue just
what is
froze.
the best guns you prefer? I think he's asking what the guns prefer.
That's always a loaded question, and I love the question because it depends on where I'm playing at or where I'm going to go. So, if I'm going to Miami Airsoft or anything else, I typically right now my primary gun is my Umbrella Armory OCOL, which is unattainable for a lot of guys, right? Because it's a $2,000 airsoft gun, and Umbrella's not even making them right now. The Mark 18s are not in stock. So, the secondary gun I would say to that if I had it would be my upgraded G&G PCC9, especially for indoor because it's nice, compact. You can really cut corners really good with it. It does have, because it's a 9mm magazine, it's got a stick magazine, so it's up front. So it takes a little adjusting to get it used to, but you can double stack them in an one N4 mag pouch, which is what I like. If it's like more outdoor, I'll go with the blue gun right there, the Indestructible, because that thing's got range for days. The effective range on that thing's like 325 feet, and it's not a DMR. It's a regular M4 platform. It's the Indestructible from Dead End Outfitters. That nice proprietary D-hop barrel inside of it. Everything about that gun just shoots. The only downside to it is the length of the barrel and the space in the stock. The stock for batteries, but the length of the barrel, if you're outdoors, it's great because you got that range. You can shoot people. And it's quiet. It sounds loud when you're behind it, but when you're in front of it, you're like, where the hell did that just come from? So those are like the top three that I would use that are around. And then the SSG-1, which is very unconventional, but I'm loving the compactness of that gun. I just stuck a new stock on the back of it, and oh my god! Almost all the complaints I had are gone. The only problem is it doesn't have rail space, but it's not designed to be because it's a Speedy Boy gun.
All right.
Virtue?
Me personally, as much as Brad is wrong, it depends on the situation. If I'm outdoor, I prefer my Amoeba Striker by Ares. It's HP8 with a Wolverine bolt in because I like to reach out and touch somebody quietly. The Wii Galaxy, yes, I know it's the high cap area, but it's the Wii Galaxy. because the recoil is so low because the way the gun cycles. I can keep shots on target while running around. And my all-around go-to is now the SMC9. It used to be my KWA Ronin. I like the SCM9 because it's short, compact, takes pistol mags, so I don't need to wear a full kit. I can just have my battle belt. And CQB, it's sweet. And if you're playing outdoors, it's great because most people don't expect that small gun to reach that far and tag them. Stu can burn in hell. But it comes down to situational where it comes down to the situation in play. But it's a toss up between those. I prefer HPA guns that are full mechanical because they are quieter. And as always, slap a D hop in that son of a bitch.
That or you can DSG guns as well. That's always fun.
So what's your
DSGs are
favorite?
fun until you overheat the motor.
or you burn out your gears.
I'm really, really hoping that they don't actually ban HPA because a lot of fields are still talking about it, and I'm concerned for that, man.
The biggest problem that comes down with sorry, I'm putting up more epic moment videos.
A lot of fields are talking about it, but most of the fieldos I've talked to that were talking about it, as soon as like just tournament locks. Why is this hard?
There's actually quite a few of them that are still talking about getting rid of HPA. The big problem that comes down the line is so many people are concerned that they're going to lose all this business. Well, depending on what your business model is and everything else, you may or may not lose business. It all depends on, how you're setting up your field and how you're setting up your players and all that. People thought it would be the death of, as they said, it was going to be the death of Miami Air. Not only did Microsoft not suffer from it, but it expanded and got bigger because what happened is they took away a major toxic base from inside the player base, at least down here. I'm not saying that HPA players are toxic, but there's
It's
definitely
the ones that are toxic that ruin the game.
There's
That
definitely
depends on location because, like Ohio, I don't know if you noticed, Joker, when you came up here to play, over 80% of our player bases are HPA users. Like that's
yes,
across every field in the area.
I noticed that, and well, ultimately, what it boils down to is the how it's worded, how it rolls out, and how the players go. I mean, yeah, you have most of your players were HPA'd, but you guys play HPA, so it's a little bit of a different story. Most people don't believe that AEG can perform as good as an HPA build. Is where I think a lot of the problem lies. They don't know that.
No, I agree with you. And that's a huge mentality in a lot of places. I find here it's not quite the case. Here it comes down to a level of laziness. Most of us don't want to charge batteries. To be honest with you,
I'd rather charge batteries and keep a couple spare batteries than needing to refill air. So it's like the biggest battle, HPA versus AEG. There's offsets to both sides, right? Because cold can sap the battery charge unless you keep it, really close to your skin and you keep it warm with your body temperature, which can be dangerous if somebody shoots it and it pierces it and all of a sudden it burns a hole through you. So but with HPA, you run the risk of, running out of air, not having enough air, or if something happens to your line or whatever, you have leaks and now it's done. So, quiet shots, even still, you can make AEGs extremely quiet. So, I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, there's ways to do it. It just comes down to the build out. So I know that certain areas, like I don't think Ohio would ever ban HPA. But there are certain areas that are looking more and more like, is HPA worth it?
New York's a big one.
Yeah, well,
and it comes down to me is it from a tech side. It's I have AEG backups. You've seen me play with them. It's maintenance in time versus money spent for me. This is one of the reasons I use full mechanicals a lot. It's because if my bolt M starts malfunctioning, It's 3 parts to figure out what the problem is. And I slap it back together and keep rolling. My biggest pet peeve, which is why I made the jump, was actually three bad bloods ago. Every AAG we had on our team went down with one problem or another that I couldn't fix without parts. But if you don't play, like we play a lot, like we play ridiculous amount compared to the average person. I think that's a fair statement.
Yes.
We will put a lot of wear and tear on a gun. And when you play that much, it comes down to your comfortability and what you're okay with dealing with. Me, I'm not taking apart a gun to fix it just so I can go play again. Joker will go drop it off at Papa's and be like, hey, that worked. Make you. And leave.
And pull out one of my other guns. So
that's where it is. And it's regional and it's by area. Because I know, like Colorado, we went out there. HPA was like a unicorn of those guys. They were like, wait, what? And then we got to talking, and they were like, so it's not as expensive as everybody says it is. And I was like, the startup is expensive, don't get me wrong.
Startup is real
Country,
killer.
and they were really upset. They almost banned HPA during the game because we were, again, a stock AEG is not going to perform a stock HPA gun. You have to do work to the AEG. You have to invest in it.
GBBR is end all be all? No.
No.
No,
Not
not even a little bit.
long shot.
Unknown guy,
But the
hello, how you
problem-
doing?
Yeah, the
So,
problem they
sorry.
had was our HPA guns were outranging the crap out of these guys' AEG guns because they were all stock out of the box because they didn't know anything about barrels. They didn't know anything about hop up. Like, we're using old school freaking COG style plastic hop ups in some of these guns we were looking at. So if you make the investment, you can definitely get an AEG on par with any other gun. You can get an AEG to actually outperform an HPA gun if you're willing to put the investment into it. The problem is
Yeah,
not a lot
that's-
of players are willing to do that.
Hi.
That comes down to a really big problem in that part of the community is teching and like creating something like a DSG. It takes a lot of investment. Like I
A
do not
DS
have a
A
I don't have
DSG
a
is not
lot
all
of
and
that.
all be all either. You know, it's like because I firmly believe is that in airsoft you shouldn't be a dick. If you notice in almost all the videos, I only put 1 or 2 shots on people. Right? I try not to put more. The only time people get more is when they're not calling the hits, or there's a bunch of cheaters on the field. Then everybody gets more. But I typically don't like to do that. So the problem with DSG builds is that the people that are typically doing it, doing that build, are accuracy by volume, and because the guns are super accurate, it's bad.
And DSG, like people are doing TSGs now, triple sector builds, and I'm like, there is no reason in airsoft to need more than 40 RPS, and honestly, 40 RPS is kind of pushing a limit. If you need 50, 60, 80 RPS, you need to find a new sport because you clearly suck.
So,
or get an LMG.
So, my first Faiachi flashlight I ever bought, that's been through probably over 200 games, has finally died.
Oof.
What did you do to it?
I didn't do anything to it. Somebody else shot out the LED.
Oh, dude, just contact them. They'll send you a new one. That happened to me.
No,
They have
the,
amazing customer support at Faiachi.
I know, but he sent us
sorry,
so much
going
stuff.
back-
I'm not gonna get another one.
Yeah.
I mean,
So GBR is end all be all. No,
not
just
e-
like
not
every
even
other
close.
platform in this sport, they have their strong points and their weak points. In my opinion, the only strong point for gas blowback
As he breaks up and pauses.
I'm right here. I'm listening.
Okay,
I just
what just
gotta.
happened?
I don't know what happened, but you just paused severely, sir.
Apologies. It's
Not you. It's Sin.
Oh no. Sin
Yeah,
was,
I don't know. My
Sin was
signal
still
just
going
dropped
through.
down.
No, he was literally in the middle of talking and it just stopped.
I'm sorry. As I was saying, GBVRs, you have lower ammo capacity. The mags are stupidly expensive. If it's too cold outside, your gun is useless.
All right. Yeah, GBVRs, they're not end all be all at all. I think that they're I mean, I know like some guys like it because you at least get some force recoil in there, so more realism. But that's about the only thing that's good about it, in my opinion, because the reality it boils down to is the mags are expensive as shit. You now have multiple spots where you could have a breakdown in your gear. If every single mag has to be filled, every single mag has a point of failure. It's just I just don't see. Me personally, I just don't see the need for it. All right, Joker, I have a shotgun. It should should 6 BBs at a time with a grenade launcher. Where the scope's supposed to go? Where do you think? You're talking about a
Why?
6 shotgun with a grenade launcher on top.
My next
Why?
question is going to be, what kind of
Oh.
grenades are you using? Because I am severely questioning your sanity.
Because I can tell you right now, that to me
What?
would be like a master key, right? Just kick in a door, let's go.
Yes, because he really wants to be bucked
Because
from
the
Siege.
shotgun is supposed to be a close quarters weapon, and then you slap a grenade launcher on it. Like, why? Do you just want extra? Are you using shower shells and you just want extra shotgun?
That'd be funny.
uh,
Also,
I've got a,
Like, why?
I was gonna actually see from Sin, do you have any recommendations for an SBR for DSG?
Stu, slap a 50mm thermal scope and you'll be fine.
Fucking Stu.
Make sure you get a red dot and a flashlight on that shotgun too, and the optional cup holder.
And don't forget your tactical
For an
sports.
SBR. Actually, I don't even know if they still make this thing. Hold on.
SBR or
Right.
PDW, either one. I like my small guns.
If you want to go PDW, are you determined to have M4 mags?
Preferably, or ARP9 mags.
Don't forget to triple stack some silencers. Oh, a little break here, real quick, guys, in the conversation, because I'm going to put a video up on this. So, our buddy Ben
DSG
states,
Vector? Holy what?
a DSG
I gotta
Vector.
see this.
Yeah, I mean, a Vector is another gun that I just don't like the feel of. The problem that comes up with it is, to me, it's always too front heavy. I like a gun to be balanced backwards, so I don't have a lot of stress and everything else on my arms. But let's just do like a shameless plug for Ben States here. He does 3D design and other custom fabrication. So when I saw these at Geigerland's, I didn't know exactly what I was looking at, except it looked like it was a suppressor. I didn't understand what the significance of that was, but I let him explain. And of course, because I'm doing what I'm doing up on stage, I wasn't paying attention to him. I was too busy getting ready to get everybody out for the raffle, to get everybody off the field and how to go. So that's the thing I normally typically do. This thing is a mock suppressor that is now a barrel sock. Mock suppressor, so you guys can see right through it. Now it's a barrel sock. You can't shoot through it. This was genius. The only thing that this thing really needs is a tracer unit.
That'd be nice. That, or just give
That's
it
it.
threads so that it can become a tracer unit.
No, because of the way it looks,
No,
Buck, it needs a tracer unit in here. If it had a tracer unit, by far, I think it would have been, because you could even access it from the front. You put a tracer unit in this bad boy, and this would be absolutely fantastic. It's already a great little product. If you want a great mock suppressor, and it's like you just simply turn it and you're like walking off the field, hey, where's your barrel sock? This is my barrel sock. What do you mean? Look, you can't see
The only
through.
complaint I've heard from other field owners was if you put an orange marking on it's twisted, you can clearly see from a distance.
Yeah.
Covered. The only thing anybody said.
What team is Joker on? I have my own team called Team Screech Dragon. Let's see here. And a small launch head should be 40 BBs per time. Load no longer than 2 and 4 inches long. Small, so people confusing with scope than I have every time. So you have pretty much a shower shell on top of your gun as a scope.
He put a shotgun on a shotgun. Him and Brainerd need to hang out.
The dry shotgun. Brainerd was so pissed when I turned him, and I was like, "Yeah, 25-foot MED." He goes, "Son of a bitch!" I was like, "Dude, if you have 6," I was like, "Is it 3 or 6 shot?" He goes, "You can go either." All right, 3 shot. He goes, "Damn it!" And then I go, "And 25 feet." He goes, "Son of a bitch!" But this is really cool. I mean, not for nothing, but this sort of thing. You could follow him at on Instagram at Sir Boomin Pew. So that's SIRBO here.
Just type it up. Buck, to answer your question, as much as it's one of the few I actually will recommend, and they still make it. It's the EMG Helios Knights. Because it uses a standard version 2 gearbox. It's fully upgradable with just about everything you want, and it is a small form factor. And there's a variant with the folding stock. I think it's in their sports line, so it's around the either $200 or $300 budget range. They apparently still make it because I can order them. But
I will check eBay
EMG
right
products. I never generally recommend EMG products to anybody. But went above and beyond with this one, and for Knights Armament, that's saying something. They are literally one of those companies that make guns good enough and call it quit. But I think Knights Armament went, "Oh, EMG wants the logo, so we better make it better."
So EMG Knights Armament, got it.
Knights Armament PDW.
Another shameless plug here. Talking about Wishwell, I have no idea what you're talking about, Sergi. All right, so let's go on to one of the other things. All right, so when you mentioned grenades before, Sin, I did not see this happen firsthand. I was there for the aftermath because it happened really close to me.
Oh!
Just want to put your mind at ease and inform you nobody died in the making of this video. This clip you're watching has no relevance to the situation, just showcases how shittily V12 throws grenades.
Oh my god. Oh! Oh!
Blaine, are you okay? You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay? Can you breathe? Yeah. Your name is?
Yeah, Blaine.
Okay. You know where you are?
Yeah.
You good?
Good.
All right. Damn. Awesome. The culprit.
Poor guy.
Oh, I don't care how good your ear protection is.
At least he had ear pro on.
I don't care how good it is. That is boom.
Yeah.
That happened at Firestorm, at that Elkin location I was talking about, and that was up by the cabin. They were pushing it, and that was when I was doing my whole flank thing around. I'm like, I ain't getting in that fight. Boy, did he ever eat it. So, as we keep going on, epic moments here. Ooh, I know what I need to pull up. Where is it? There we go. That one's going to be a funny one when it uploads. But yeah, if you guys are new here, since we didn't do the shameless plug yet, go ahead and smash that follow button. Also hit that little notification bell whenever we go live. We are updating shorts every day of the week. We're also going to come up with 2 new videos that are going to be launching, a full 8-minute videos that we're going to be dropping twice a week as well. Monday is always going to be now Montage Monday. Well, I'll throw up a montage video. And also we'll be throwing up like other more like reviews and other gameplay stuff and all that on Fridays as well to get you guys some more content to look at to sate your needs. And of course, every Tuesday we stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking everything airsoft. And Thursday is our 8 o'clock stream where we talk everything to do with the Big House Milsim events like Scorched Earth. Buck, are you going to be at Scorched Earth? Is there a Discord? Yes, there is. There are 2 Discords. Go ahead, Buck. Answer the question.
As of right now, yes, I am planning on coming to Scorched Earth. There's some things going on with work, but I am getting it squared off. I will be at Scorched Earth.
All right, DG92. That is the Big House Milsim community Discord that's up and running, and everything's looking nice. That's where we talk about a lot of our events that we host at the events at the Haunted Crescent Prison in Crescent, Pennsylvania. And then here's the Players Wanted Discord that is sad, low, and pathetic because Buck hasn't done his job yet.
Wait, what's wrong with it? Oh, your Discord? Yeah, I will get to that soon. Patience. A lot of stuff to do.
Sin, your connection has gone to shit. Just saying. While Sin figures that out, let's go ahead and show, sticking with the grenade thing, and we're talking about epic moments of grenades. This one happened at Crucible.
You all right?
That 4-banger was awesome. Let's see here. Got some people to welcome.
Oh yeah, Sin, do you recommend the metal version or the polymer?
What are you going to do to it?
Probably just DSG. Redo the MOSFET, internal
Metal.
wiring. Metal, got it.
All right.
Speaking of other epic moments, somehow Buck managed to land that ridiculously attractive woman behind him, and we're still trying to figure out this paradox.
It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
Fuck right off. I will kill you. Mark just said you have Stockholm Syndrome.
Look, blink twice. Blink twice if you're not okay. Blink twice if you're not okay.
He says blink twice if you're not okay.
I saw 2 blinks.
You saw her close her eyes, you wank. She's playing Destiny right now. She's having a great time.
All right,
Actually,
Garcia,
she's playing Destiny. She's not having a good time.
Have you even have it modified to take a max hop up? Joby, that is impressive because I have yet to have anything but an M4 mag a Max Pro hop up working anything other than that. Yeah, that thingy the anything other than M4, the Max Pro hop up. Sorry, all of a sudden the people started messing me on Discord and squirrel.
This is why we can't have nice things.
And I'm hearing myself through Sin again when I go loud.
Oh,
all right. The 4-banger, that was at Crucible. That one was funny as hell because it's like, hey Sin, I need 4 guys because I gotta demo out a product real quick, and I had an idea what it was going to do. I didn't know how good it was going to work. Those are from IWA International. Their grenades. Those are pricey grenades. They're like $40 a pop. But man, the 4 explosions, because each time it blows, it moves somewhere else and it blows up again, and it moves somewhere else and it blows up again. So who was it that got hit with that?
I think it was Magman.
Yeah, it was Magman. That's the name. That was just funny as hell because he comes out. He's like, "Ow, your grenade attacked me." Is it?
They're called the M11 multi-banger.
The M11.
Holy crap, are these expensive?
And they're loud. The entire the structure that it was in went. Oh, let's see here. Darian Magman, yeah. Hey, Virtue, remember that golden deagle that was dead at Crucible for ages? I fixed it. Logan, what's up, man? How you doing? Night, Robert. Glad you're feeling better. Happy birthday. All right. So let's go with another awesome moment of Airsoft. So a lot of people don't realize, but I have really good night vision. If there's even a little bit of light, I can see really well. So I can see good in starlight. I can't see colors or anything else, but I'm really good at seeing it. Like right now, the light that's shining in my face is actually hurting my eyes. And I suffer for all of you to bring you guys content. But I could see really well. And then just to prove the point, this was at Iron Fury, and Yordi and I were walking around with no lights on. That ain't it. That's not the clip I thought it was. That was my DSG. That wasn't the one I thought it was. All right, let me find the right video. As we were saying. All right. Oh, clips. All right, here's one inside of a helicopter. If you guys, one of the things that you guys got to do, got to try it once, is ride in a helo. I almost guarantee that you'll enjoy it. They're a hell of a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. So here's one of my epic moments where I took out a bunch of people. Oh, crap, stop it. Really? You want to talk about fun? Running on a helicopter, shooting people from the air is fun as hell. And that was the Indiana
Airsoft gun.
Airsoft replica, sorry. And that in itself was just a hell of a lot of fun. Now, the funny thing was when I shot that rocket, it landed right inside that troop carrier. I didn't mean to do that, but it was funny because I scored it on both vehicles. Any recommendations?
Thomas Mullen. Sorry. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag here. I think the kids are playing video games or something upstairs. Just enough for red line regulators here. So here's the thing. That would be awesome if they were lockable.
All right. Do you have any recommendations for samurai swords? For when it comes to airsoft, I mean, it's got to be something that's like the foam wrapped and everything else. I mean, when you guys start going with bamboo, that hurts.
I was gonna say Cold Steel makes a bunch of really good replicas, and they're all polypropylene, so they're all rubber. They don't really hurt unless you're going behind someone and just absolutely trying to beat them with it. So if you're gonna be a jerk, don't buy one. If you're not, if you're not gonna be a jerk, go ahead and buy one. Cold Steel makes some really good ones.
Or
Well,
rubber chicken.
the
That's my favorite melee weapon.
my favorite melee weapon right now is still the is either a frying pan or my. Come on, I know it's okay. Come on. It just started thundering outside, so somebody needs a hug. It's either the frying pan or the twisted tea can. Although I do have a new toy that I'm using at the event, and thank you so very much, Paul, for getting it for me.
Things.
It sounds bad. What the hell?
It's because you're bad.
What?
Even your dog is judging you.
My ear.
Yeah. She's. You need some more hugs. There you go. She's just because of the we had Friday. I'm out back. It's starting to rain. I was like getting my shed ready to be moved to the other side of the yard. I had to clear everything out for the guys to move it. And freaking, I'm out there. It starts raining. I was like, oh, I'll just start taking stuff off shelves, putting it all in boxes. So when it stops raining, because stuff was coming through in waves, I can just move it out. Next thing you know, wha-bam! Tree like a house over got hit by lightning. Coral was standing outside. She was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't find her in the house. Yeah. Working on a few different ways for it to be lockable. The worst case scenario is zip ties around the output, similar to the amped one. It can try to avoid it. As I heard, it can cause issues. My butt cheeks burn. There's an ointment for that.
Drink milk.
Oh, check out Discord, Buck. That's the DSG the DSG vector.
That's really cool. I like that. Did you
right,
melt the front of your barrel? Why is it rusted to hell like that?
Is it rusted?
Do you see that, right? How it's like browned towards where it integrates with the suppressor?
It's not rust.
What is it?
Looks like it was painted.
If it's painted, lit. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you have a cool thing. A+, good ingenuity, good creation.
It's blackening due to heat.
Ah, that makes sense.
All right. So I think I found the right video this time. This is me being able to see well in the dark.
Right here. I don't know who they are. Right. What do you want me to do? Hit him with the light. One's inside to be in this doorway. Right in this doorway. Here. Your guy shot you that time.
So we were walking to an objective, and I saw these guys just standing out there, and Yordi's like really surprised. He goes, "What?" I was like, "There's guys right there." He goes, "What do you mean, right there?" And he goes, "What do you want?" So he's like, "What do you want me to do? Hit him with the light?" Because my light battery had died, and or my flashlight fell off, one of the two. So Yordi just had his god light, and he lit it up. I was like, "More than enough night for me." Hit him with the light. These are just like some of the epic moments, right? It's like the funny, and that's the funny stuff that happens out there that just becomes memorable. What the? That took longer than expected to stop playing the video from when it clicked, and I was like, "Uh-oh," because I don't know what video it was. The Buck, this is a challenge. Ask the person behind you, what is your favorite type of weapon? You can only use that weapon for the next event you go to.
My wife is not familiar with those types of things, so that's not exactly
Yes, Joby, I see the mask inside the vector. That's awesome.
There is apparently a challenge for me to you. What is your favorite type of weapon? And I can only use this at the next Airsoft event.
My favorite type of weapon?
I assume they mean a gun.
Say spoon. Say spoon.
Say spoon.
Is that
Spoon.
yes?
Spoon.
No,
Spoon.
they
Spoon.
are
Spoon.
chanting
Spoon.
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 If you say spoon, I'm taking all of the silverware.
no.
I will
Spork.
start-
One of the
Spork. Spork. Spork.
I have an abundance of those at work. I can get those too.
Favorite type of weapon?
Slipper.
Sword like that.
Unknown guy. Yeah. What'd she say?
A fucking sword.
Hey, look, I got 53 knife kills. I got 53 kills with just a knife.
What did I?
So
Yeah,
it's
it
not
works.
like it's impossible.
What did I do?
No, you're fine. So, sure, I can do that on the condition she did not specify what type of sword. I am getting hook swords, and y'all can fuck off. So I win. I'm spending $100 to get a fucking hook swords. I hate my life. Okay.
Look, so many people say, "Oh, you can't do
Why
that."
did she
in
beat
Airsoft."
you a brick? Well, officer, I bought a hook sword.
I bought
I
a
have-
hooker. I meant to say hook sword, but I ended up with a hooker instead.
So I've actually had these in my Amazon cart for the longest time. They're polypropylene Chinese hook swords. They come in a pair. $100 for the both of them. So I will absolutely
So
buy
you can
that,
spend
and I will bring
$100
them
on
to
hook swords, but
Scorched.
you can't come. Got it.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
You want to throw down, bud? I'll beat you with those hook swords, you know?
Sin saw me fight with a lightsaber. You'd be surprised at how fast I am.
On guard.
Wait, hold on. Not only did I have a lightsaber, but I also had a pony. A
On
stick
guard.
pony.
Sir, that was a unicorn.
Oh, it was a unicorn. I'm sorry. It was a stick unicorn. Oh, speaking of which, because
On
I had
guard,
to see
sir.
it, I think everybody else needs to see it too.
What's up?
I was gonna ask you to put that away.
I'm
Oh,
scared.
And
I need
this
an
is
adult.
why we airsoft. I'm going to find that video in a second. And then everybody else, just because CRISPR, I think it's the CRISPR one.
I now have to go as Jack Sparrow? No, that is not what we agreed on.
That's not the that's not within the camera. Oh yeah, found it.
There was no specification, so I chose the specification.
Since I saw this earlier, I figured everybody else has to share with this as well. Look, not gonna lie, that's skill right there. All right. Now, I will have to say that as strange as it is on the video, seeing it in real life, I've seen that in real life. It's weirder in real life.
That's possible?
No, it's not autism. But yes, it's a thing in real life. And I was brought to this. I was not sober at the time when I saw this, and for the longest time I thought it was just a drunk dream. Until about a year later when I saw a video similar to this pop up, and it's like, wait, that actually happens?
Um,
Ooh, it's
um,
getting spicy out there. Come here, Callie. Callie, come. Callie. You're still broken?
all right. This hold on. What the fuck did I just watch? What?
All right, suspicious diner. Chill it.
You happy now? All right, go. Oh.
What?
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 What happened? Joker, that's how
Translation. That's some white people shit.
Okay, you would also think that, but
Oh,
there were some sisters there too. Just saying.
oh,
Look, I am not about to shame
Cool.
anybody else's hobby, right? Because if you think about it, we dress up and play army people and go out and do stupid shit all the time. For example,
excuse you, sir. I'm an American, and I spent 12 years in the army fighting for my right to judge people about their hobbies.
no, we cannot judge them about their hobbies. I mean, literally. Wait, no, stop playing. There we go.
So,
I mean,
next guy, we're gonna have a horsey obstacle course, right?
oh my god, that would be so freaking funny.
AWOL.
That would actually be really freaking funny.
Freaking AWOL, dude.
Someone put a challenge. Someone put a challenge on Joker. Look, so we go out and we do stupid shit like this, okay?
Don't stop! Move! No! Hey! Down! You alright, brother? Yeah, I'm good. Fucked up all my gear. They turned too sharp.
So I gotta ask, how badly did he break his stuff?
I just want to point
I
out
can see
something
the
here.
stain on the concrete where his dignity is still at.
So if you notice, like right about here, he pushes off. He was gonna go run to the tree to hide from the freaking helicopter. We dress up as toy soldiers and shoot plastic BBs at each other. We cannot judge other people for their hobbies. Yeah.
We can. You just don't like what we
riding an
do.
imaginary horse. I've never done LSD, but I assume that is the result.
You know what? It's going to be in my shopping cart for the next Geigerlands.
What?
About 8 of those. Time for the horse races. Time for the horse races.
I died inside just a little bit.
Oh. Wait. This is what happened when I got banned for Miami Airsoft.
Some get good.
You built a motorcycle?
What?
That's what he sent over. The video he sent me is like, this is what happened when I got banned from Miami Airsoft. Wait a second. All right. Now I see why I should be looking at this. Hold on. I'm not a motorcycle guy. All right. But like, okay, what's so special about this? Oh. Do you see it now? Is that a big ass? Is that a big ass V8 on that thing?
Wait,
no,
what?
unknown guy. Unknown guy. That man lost his little radio. I know what would happen if I were to have a motorcycle, and as it says, as I've already said in the recent past, I hurt myself way too much just walking around. And like Friday, I slipped on my deck when it was raining on a foam pad that slipped out from underneath me, and I landed flat on my back. I knocked the wind out of me, and I laid there for a hot minute. And then the next day I woke up and I could barely turn my neck. Like, I'm fine now, but at the time I was not a happy camper. I can only imagine what happened with a motorcycle, and then you give me that fucking monstrosity. Yeah, nah.
That's like the 4-wheeler when we were at the Crescent. It's like, you want the 4-wheeler? You're like, nope.
Nope. Me and the 4-wheeler do not get along. Oh God.
It's Maximus. Sorry, we were talking. That was a weird random amount of segueing there.
It's awesome moments of
Yeah, no, the pony thing. No.
yeah,
no,
the
no,
phony.
No. Dude, it's
I'm
right up
buying
there
8.
with me personally, is for people that are like, I'm gonna go diving with sharks. Why would I do that? The sharks aren't bothering me. Let them do their thing. I don't need to go interrupt them. Like, you know why they invented it? Dude? Because some idiot wanted to go hang out with sharks. You could have just left them alone.
But it's a danger fish. It's a danger fin.
No, I'm good.
Oh.
It's
It's
like we were down
splishy,
in
splashy,
Florida and we saw
bitey,
the sign.
bitey.
It was like, learn to wrestle an alligator. The
Splishy,
sign in
splashy,
Florida was like,
bitey,
learn to
bitey.
wrestle with an alligator. And I'm like, why would I want to know that?
That's like so boring, you know? It really is. Like,
Again, that alligator is minding his business. I'm going to respect his boundaries and mind my own.
ooh, that was a good one.
I'm trying to think of any more cool moments that happened.
I'm just trying to find more video.
Oh, the ricochet shot at a game, and I think it was either Fallen Warrior or it was up at I want to say EMR, and that's wrong. There's another field up north here, Parker's. But I took a sniper shot. I hit a guy. The BB bounces off his helmet, hits the guy next to him, bounces off of him, and hits another guy. All 3 of them call it.
When in doubt, call it out.
It's too far away to say anything. But it was a hilarious because the guy next to me goes,
I love how he pauses. The guy next to me goes. That's all we heard. The guy next to me
yeah, I have
goes.
no idea what.
We should make a robotic
Yeah,
alligator.
my signal keeps jumping.
Oh.
Oy vey.
I'm pulling up some. I'll pull up some random moments here. Oh shit! I didn't pull those clips off. Damn it!
Oh, the snow game was awesome. I didn't do it, but I wish I'd have thought of it first. This guy went sledding down a hill with an LMG. It was just taking out people left and right.
Yeah, I don't play in snow. It doesn't exist. I'm putting a couple more things together for you guys.
Attack people in swamps.
Yeah, see.
Oh, Rev. Go ahead.
Go for
So he brought up swamps. It reminded me of Rev 9. We actually completed all the side quests and got in a bunker both days without firing a single shot. Like, we bartered our way through. I had a Thanos glove that lit up that Smurf found, and I put it in this case with LEDs. So we open it up, the light shines out around the glove, and I handed it to an NPC, and I was like, "You're gonna give me all the generators you have for what's in this bag?" And he's like, "Yeah, right." He opens up the bag, and he's like, "Oh!" He closes it, and he goes, "Give that guy all the generators." And we took them and proceeded to barter our way around the entire rest of the event. But it was hilarious because Skittles was the NPC. He put on the glove, and he's walking around snapping and killing people.
All right.
It was a fun event.
There's like all sorts of like fun things that you just go through, and all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I remember that, or oh yeah, I remember that. That was close. And
That was
again,
weird, Will.
No, that was a close lightning strike. I'm putting some
No,
stuff
I'm talking
together.
about Will's comment, just like random.
Oh, I can't see chat when I'm uploading video, so it's like I wish I could see it. Wish I could see
The
it.
FBI would like to know your location.
The only downside I have found with the Helios gun or Knight's Armament gun you recommended thus far is the thread direction for the barrel. 14 mil positive.
Yeah. I mean, you can change out the barrel. It's a standard import barrel.
True. I'm just lazy.
I keep forgetting people worry about that. One of the first things I change is the inner and outer barrel. I usually put a straight jacket on it.
A straight jacket?
Mm-hmm. They're also by the straight jacket barrel.
Checking now.
Tapered, so it's basically you got built-in stabilization for your inner barrel.
Huh.
God, Brainerd's here.
Brainerd! How you doing, brother?
The Falcor one?
Yeah, Falcor Blitz straight jacket. Yeah. I usually slap those everything.
Man, why can I not find the video of me just murking the hell out of all you guys? That pisses me off so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, Joby.
All right.
I actually, for the first time in my life, bought a cake, and then the first thing I got for it was the barrel adapter, so I could put M4 barrel on it, just to commit more heresy.
Where is? I think I broke the uploads.
While we're at time, if you guys have questions, put them up. That's one of the reasons we're here, is to answer your questions. Whether they be about events, guns, tech questions, questions about life, whatever.
I think I really did.
I have no idea what Suspicious Diner is talking about, but all right, man.
All right, let's see here. That's a fat, because I'm a fat boy. I'm all right with that. Potato Army.
What did I do to my striker? It's got the Angel Customs hop up because it allows you to take M4 and VSR 10 barrels. TDC, I put the bolt in it by Wolverine, and I did internal suppression. And I actually have a D-Hot barrel in it.
Hey, D92. That I did a speed run on what? Because that's like the ultimate question.
Yeah. I also did the short pull mod on mine. If you don't know what that is, makes bolt action rifles kind of stupid. You can basically slam fire it.
All right. Okay, so this next video is actually going to be when I was doing one of my driver rounds. I stopped off at Nashville Airsoft, and a lot of people like make fun of me because I don't really slide all that well. I actually did a slide. All right. So that was at Nashville Airsoft. Had to get that center, that stupid center little thing before time ran out. I grabbed it, and my gun was actually out of air. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I do a lot of. I actually do a lot of sweeps and speed. I mean, speed running. Speed running is, you know, obviously perceptive when it comes to me. Um, yeah, but I got a couple of those I can pull up. I think I put a couple in the queue already. Let's see here.
And I know you're being a douche, but I'm even going to answer that question. If you're just going to upgrade to G36 Stu, E-Bike sells a complete reinforced upgraded drop-in for, I think, 70 or 60 bucks. But it's reinforced gear, reinforced body, reinforced shims. Like, they built a brick. I want to say it's by JG Matrix, which made me paranoid until I got the hold one. And jokingly, I threw it against the wall, and I was like, "It's gonna fall apart," but it like held up to like 6 tosses against the concrete wall, and still kept performing.
Ugh. I like that. I like that mentality, Logan. Let's have a great airsoft field and everything else. I mean, there's some great fun out there. Man, I got a whole arsenal behind him, dude. The funny thing is, this is not even everything. It's not even close to everything. It's just what I call the primary wall. It's stuff that I'll take out to either like the LMGs go to events, and then the other side goes to like the local field and everything else. Is your wife a gamer? Buck's wife is. My wife is not. My wife kicks literal ass. All right. Let's see here. Actually, I think you're gonna like this one. There, D92. This was actually at I think the second VFA charity game. I take it a little bit personally when people turn on me.
Yeah, right now! Right now! Get him up in there right now! You're dead. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna murder you. And your entire family in your sleep. I'm gonna fucking murder you all. I don't blame you one bit.
I'm actually a church too, so.
I'm not sure
Oh.
what's going on, but yeah.
They just
Put me
killed
back
us.
in. I was grabbing him.
They're killing us. They killed
I
us.
figured that out. So now, yeah. Now you're dead. So now you get to come back, man.
All right.
You know what this is?
Cover me, buddy.
Get him.
Crossing! That doesn't count if you shoot me.
He's mine,
You're dead, right? You gonna call it?
That guy turned on us and got the NPC, which was Muscadine, the guy that was like, "You shoot me, it doesn't count." So they turned traitor on us and killed us. So I literally went out there, killed him and his entire family, because all of his family was on that front line. I was like, "I'm coming for you. I'm taking you all out." No, thank you. Let's see here. All right. I shall declare we make a state dedicated to Airsoft.
All right, sorry, I'm trying to.
Go ahead. You trying to fix the internet?
I'm saying no, I can't do anything about it. There's what I get for being remote. CQ Bolt for the HK416D. So weirdly enough, Vulcan makes a CQB Bolt for it. I don't know if they still sell it. And then e-bike had another brand on their website for a while. Again, I don't know if they sell it. I do know those are hard to find right now. If you're talking about the CQB Bolt for the gas blowbacks, they are currently like a unicorn. Should I keep a gun lock on my airsoft gun, or is that overkill? Personally, I say it's overkill, but you should still keep it secured in a case.
D92's quoting a guy, "I don't blame you, man." Let's see. Virtue. First time I ever got one to use my APS Red Dragon indoors was at the Building 5 raid at Geigerlands. I feel it does great for those slow shooting events. I declare it should make an airsoft state. Given right between getting shot with an airsoft gun or getting shot with a paintball gun, which hurts the most? I got shot with a paintball gun. Paintball definitely hurts more because it's a larger mass that's hitting you, whereas airsoft, it's a little sting. You might get a little bit of bruising depending on who you are and what you got hit with, but on a whole, by far, I'd take a paintball shot any day of the week, or an airsoft shot over a paintball shot any day of the week.
Yeah, and the physics behind it, getting hit with a paintball, you're technically actually being tapped twice because you have the impact of the ball, then as the paint splatters and releases, you get slapped again. It all happens in one instant, but you get a bigger welt. About the APS gun, yeah, I told you it has crap gas efficiency, so yeah, the slow firing an event, it probably is great because it's not getting any wear and tear on it. It's still APS, which stands for APSIP.
All right, so I got another one. I think this is the one that that D20 saw.
Go.
Was that the video you're talking about? Wouldn't that mean that the force goes into its impact versus spreading out?
No, if it were a solid object that then broke away, yes. But the fact that there's a liquid sloshing around inside of a ball, remember, as the force is pulling forward, that liquid's getting pushed to the back of the ball. The ball hits, right behind it.
And then the liquid comes in and hits the second time right behind. It really it's a double. It definitely is a double impact. All right, so we talk about this event quite a bit. Whenever Greg was on, we used to talk about North versus South 1, where we were in ankle deep water. The thing that saved that event was the fact that it was ankle deep water because it rained. It was 100%. It was 100% humidity, and the ankle deep water actually kept everybody cool because the water was like 70 degrees. And then this is what you could do in that sort of weather. Never mind. It would be better if it was actually, the actual event I was talking about, but it wasn't. So how the hell did that happen? I have no idea. I blame Sin because I can. It's funny.
Whatever.
Meanwhile, I'm just over here looking for an inner barrel.
Let's get a D-hop barrel from Papa.
That's what I told
he
him.
said.
I don't know where to purchase that.
Really?
Outfitting.
Really?
Wow.
I'm brain dead right now. Leave me alone.
Wow.
There.
A Halo kit? Are you talking about like for the Nikes? Or are you talking about Halo video game? Yeah, there. That's the link.
Thank you. Never been on his site before. Leave me alone.
Hey, what's up, Ark? How you doing, man? All right. Yeah, honestly, man, there's so many of those videos of where I just come out doing that. I mean, here's one of me going through. I don't even know what video that is anymore. I'm not even going to play it. I'm like gun shy, but I mean, when it comes to Miami Airsoft, because I know the map so well, and I'm good at what I do, I usually do a lot of sweeps. Like last week's videos, you didn't see anything really come out of last week because we steamrolled so bad last week. We kept them all contained to spawn. Hitting children with pool noodles at church. What's the base of the barrel for the D-hops? Don't ask me, man. I always call it pixie dust and unicorn poo. All magical shit.
So as far as I know, they're both version 3 or version 2.5, whatever they're calling it, gearboxes. So they should be interchangeable, unless KWA did something weird. Again, I don't work on G36s out of principle.
All right, so D92, we actually played that again last week because Papa was on the stream so that he can yell at me and all that. That was the Papa Bear video with the kid with Shadow. And that video is still going strong on almost all of wherever we post it. We get it everywhere. The whole thing behind it was like, is there a part 2? No, there really isn't any part 2. It's one part. That's what you guys see. You see the guy. I came around the corner, and when I said, "What the fuck, man," was because the guy literally shot me while my hand was up. I was dead walking back to spawn. Shadow shot him twice in the back, and the guy didn't call his hit. He still shot me. So I screwed up because I thought I was closer to spawn than I was because I was backing into it. So when I put my gun up to shoot at him, I thought I was at spawn. I wasn't. That's why I took 2 additional steps back, hit spawn, came out, and shot him 5 times in the back. That's where it's pertinent because when I came around and I shot him, he should have put his hand up. He should have put his rifle. He should have started walking back to respawn. He took one look at me and I said, "Put your hand up, dude." Shadow turned around because he saw me sweep through. The kid put his gun back down and turned at me. So when Shadow turned a corner, you can see it in B's video, the second part of that video. He takes 2 shots and immediately apologizes, realizing that the guy was out. So the guy didn't say 2 shits, said nothing to me, come at me, charging at me because I shot him 5 times and one of them was right above his butt. Instead, Shadow shoots him and only hits him once. And he goes, "You mother effer," and charges towards him. That's when I turned around. And when I came around the corner, I saw a hand on a neck. And I just went into instant mode. I don't care what the comments on those videos say, because so many people are like, "Oh, you put hands on a kid." First off, tell me the age of everybody in that video. I'll wait, because you'll be surprised at what the ages are for the kids, the people that look like kids. A hint: most of them are over 20. Just so happens that the one that was standing there, the teenager that put the hand on Shadow, who was 12, I knew Shadow's age. The only reason why I did that is because he was bigger than Shadow and thought that he was going to bully and intimidate somebody. And me personally, I'm not going to have that. I don't care. It's not the first time I've gotten in between stuff like that. In fact, the kid in the white and black camo punched me in the back because he was taking a swing at the guy when I came in. So when I came rushing in and stop him, I stopped the kid from at least getting the teenager from getting punched. And I also didn't slam him into the wall. Now, when I came at him and I grabbed him, he tripped. He was off balance. I held him up, and then he started pushing against my arm to push forward. And I'm like, no, get the F off the field. You don't put your hands on the kid. Get off right now. I'm yelling loud, one, to defuse the situation, but two, to get the attention of the refs, because at Miami Airsoft, the refs are rarely on the field. Rarely. So when the kid finally walked off the field and I went to go walk away and everybody split it up and everybody's like, no, get off the field, because all the people that watched him go after the kid, his cousin was right there, and his cousin's leaning up against a thing going, why? Because his cousin even knew he screwed up. And, it's like, I didn't know what age he was. The only thing I saw was somebody twice the size of somebody else backing somebody up into a corner, and you never back baby into a corner.
All right. Okay, so we got like 20 minutes left here. Where's that question? Video game. Halo. No, I've never seen anybody in like a Master Chief loadout. I've seen plenty of guys have an ODST loadout though. Never like a full Spartan.
We had one person, but we don't mention his name on this stream.
Yeah. I think the closest thing was my armor I had for Geigerlands, which was the chest piece from SRU. That was sent to me by one of our sponsors, Dead End Outfitters.
Let's see here.
www.deadendoutfitters.net.
I know, right? Home of the D-Hop barrel.
Put those links around.
I've seen tons of Halo gun mods that people have done. Like, people have done the SMG, the pistol, the needler. I've seen people do the shotgun. So, there's a company that the Chrono Blaster. They make the Halo assault rifle. It's a very crappy gun, but it looks cool.
All right. There is. All right, I got the video up now of walking around in ankle deep water. Here we go.
Good job. Hit. Yeah, we're on 3-story right now.
The entire field was flooded like that. The entire field. That's Destiny that's playing in the background, Devil's Aura. When I say that there was a pond on the field, and the only way that you knew you were walking into the pond is when the water went from at the highest point, your calves, it started going up over your knees. You're like, oh yeah, I'm walking into the pond right now. I probably shouldn't do that.
Make mistakes on your own, I guess.
Well, you couldn't tell. I mean, literally, it was all just, flooded. And the funny thing is like a couple of people that bitched about the game they were complaining about the water on the field. But Greg's such a good guy. He goes, look, go out there, check the field before you play. If you don't like it, I'll give you a full refund. And these were like, no, we'll play. They got a little butthurt because of because they got owned.
You were definitely offered your out, so only person you can blame for that is yourself.
All right. That was great, unknown guy in the Discord. Oh, there. I'll share it so you guys can see it because it's freaking funny as hell. And any other questions so we can start wrapping things up tonight? Let's see. Take a look, Sin.
What? What?
You see the truck, right?
What? You can't even on a budget.
I think it's a bit of engineering.
A for effort,
they definitely got an extended cab out of it. $12 to $69.
I mean, what?
Again, A for effort.
Why?
What's that saying? You do not concern yourself if you could, but you should have concerned yourself if you should.
This is why you don't give rednecks money.
Hey, now I resemble that remark.
Yeah.
Will you guys stop that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
First off, it's
I
contagious.
need to refresh myself.
You started it. Respectfully, not my fault.
I didn't start it.
Respectfully.
Kiss my ass.
Respectfully.
Well, that sounded disrespectfully, but neither here nor there.
There's a sentence in the human history that started off with all due respect and has followed that sentence has actually been respectful.
Not at all. All right, guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start doing our wrap up here. So by the time we're done with all the pitches and all the stuff out there, we'll be right about time to close this down. So again, if you guys have not already done so, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. If you have not smashed the subscribe, if you already smashed the subscribe button, hit that little notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever we upload new content or we go live. We are uploading shorts 7 days a week. We go live twice a week, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your viewing pleasure. Also, Mondays are now going to be known as Montage Mondays, where we'll throw up another video of a montage of sorts from all sorts of stuff that I have, a collection of clips and everything else. That'll just get tossed up there for you guys' pleasure. And we're going to try to do every Friday doing some sort of other video that's either top 10 or top 5 or something of that nature. That just takes a little bit more editing involved. Montage clips and shorts are easy. Everything else is hard, man. As always, if you guys want to see some particular type of content, let us know. We're always here to look to see what we need to do to improve. We also have a ton of events coming up in the next few months. So this weekend, we're going to be at, some of us are going to go and be at Sirius Viking 4 at the Guardian Center. We're in about Third Coast Airsoft. So if you guys are out there, come say hi. I'm going to be running around on green, but I will be wearing my Hawaiian shirt on Friday because I'm not playing in the Tier 1. At the end of the month, we have, which is technically the 1st of October, we're going to go and have, we're going to be at Black Dragon Siege. Check that out at rcairsoft.com. That event's going to be pretty awesome. It's Black Dragon Siege. It's going to be at Wasteland Ops. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm actually on I'm one of the Black Dragons for that one. After that, we're going to have Operation Hades, which is right in my backyard over here in Hollywood, Florida. Check that out at hefeairsoft.solutions.com. After that, we have Swift Justice 2, which is going to be at Graniteville, South Carolina, at a mill by Operation Lion Claws. That's a fun event. That mill is already badass to begin with. You guys really should check it out because that's going to be one of those AOs that is going to disappear. I'm pretty sure it's in the process of being gutted. So there's going to be, I'm sure those are going to disappear pretty quick. Then, of course, we have Scorched Earth. It's going to be our last event for the year at the Crescent Prison. So definitely come check that out. Go to ophmilson.com for your tickets. Tickets are going pretty fast. They're going at a nice clip now. And don't get a chance to miss out. One thing we didn't mention when we started mentioning this event is that you can camp out on the AO.
We just don't
So-
recommend it.
What are you talking about? They can
It's
camp out
gonna
all they
be
want.
November in the mountain, my guy.
That's not my problem. Bring thermals.
Drink milk.
This is why I'm saying, as a northerner, I don't recommend it if you don't like cold.
Oh, well, if you don't like cold,
So
bring
if you're
thermals.
not a buck,
Most
can
people are
camp
not
out
going
on
to
the
want to
AO.
do it.
Um,
I don't think I know anybody that's actually planning on camping out on the AO. Anybody in chat? Let me know.
Well, you'd be surprised. Last year, a bunch of people camped out in the on the thing. I would think camping out at AO would actually be a little warmer because there's not going to be the wind blowing.
Actually, dude, it's a prison, so it gets hot and sweaty in those buildings, even in the winter.
I'll
And
take
then
your
if-
word for it.
And then, of course, the last event that we're going to talk about is going to be the first event for this for the 2023 season, which is Pew Pew at Sea. Go ahead and go facebook.com/group/Pew Pew at Sea to get more information on that. Those cabins are going pretty fast as well. There's a deadline of the 19th to go ahead and put your deposit down for your cabins. All the pricing is right on there. It's like I think it's $700 and some odd dollars for a cabin, like $792. So you're paying almost like $400 per person to go on this cruise. It's a cruise for airsofters. We're taking over Miami Airsoft the Thursday before the event, and then or the Thursday right before the cruise. Cruising all weekend long, coming back, having a good time to hang out with all the people that you've seen on camera and everything else. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. We've already been demonetized. So, on a boat, on a boat, on a motherfucking boat. So, let's see. As someone who's camped last time at the prison in November, I'll be doing a hotel this time. Thomas, I will be making a phone call to the guy tomorrow. He was on vacation for the hotel block for us and all that. So, guys, make sure you get your tickets for the events. We have a lot of cool stuff planned out for the year. I really I guess there's 2 more events throughout the year. There's going to be Wasteland 14, and then there's going to be Rev 11 or Rev 12. Both
like
events
12.
I want to go to. Huh? Rev 12.
Sounds like it's 12, isn't it?
I'm always used to saying Rev 11 because I've been saying Rev 11 for 2 years because the last one was canceled and then redone. So Rev 11 for 2 years. So that's stuck in my head.
That's December 10th and 11th.
Yeah, that's my birthday.
What day?
The 10th.
December 10th and
Okay.
11th.
Yeah. It's my birthday. The hell's going on back there? All right. So, with that being said, guys, we'd like to thank you all for supporting us throughout all of our time here. We do have some subscription packages if you guys want to tune in. We are probably going to have one of our first raffles really soon for the subscribers and all that. Now, there's subscribers and there's the paid subscription stuff. So I would definitely check that out if I were you. It helps us promote this channel even further and more stuff that the more that we raise, the more that we give to you guys. Like, there you go, unknown guy. He's been one of our top contributors so far. There's actually a subscription that you can get instead of just passing us bucks each time. We like the subscriptions. um, but with all that being said, we really do appreciate you guys sticking around watching us as much as you have. Some of you that's been around since, I guess, some of the very first live streams. We're looking at you, Stu. What the hell? Okay, buddy.
That was on my server. I banned him.
Yeah.
I love how I got thrown into that bus, and I had nothing even to do with that situation.
I don't know who the hell that is, but they can't comment here anymore. I was like,
nope. Good luck, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. So sad get banned. Do not talk shit about my friends. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Yeah. That's yeah. D92, there's actually an option that says, where is it? Let me find it on the actual channel for you before we go. That would just piss me off. It's under memberships. Sorry, it's under memberships. So that's the thing that screws it over. They call it subscriptions in the creators tab, but memberships.
I don't know how he's still commenting. He's banned.
He's not commenting on our side.
I can see it in the.
You can't see it in our chat.
I can see it in the restream chat. The mass chat.
I can't.
Yeah, I see 5 separate messages. Nope, we're not doing this.
Yeah, you guys want to talk? You guys want to talk shit? You're picking on the wrong person. As somebody who was abused a minor, you can get yourself.
Oh, he was on my Twitch. He's done.
So seems like a troll's going around.
Yeah, good luck trying to spread that message, buddy. It's not gonna go. We're not dealing with this point blank period. You can try to appeal later on down the line when you apologize for spewing hate and spewing your bullshit. You're not welcome here.
Nope.
I know these guys. I've been playing with these guys for several years now. I am not doing this, and you guys are not going to do this.
It's like, do your research, man.
Genuinely.
I mean, really. As a victim of being abused by a coach when I was in middle school, you could fuck right the hell off. It's D92. You guys probably can't see it. We can see it because of the restream chat. We can see every place that we're streaming to. So right now, we're streaming to YouTube. We're streaming to a whole bunch of different Facebook pages, and also to Twitch. And YouTube. Yeah,
as well.
It's one of those things where, because I'll dive into this, because right now, I mean, that shit's not even funny to joke about, right?
Not even a little bit.
When it comes down to when I was 12, I was raped by a basketball coach, and because of the way that the systems were put up, especially because I was a male, that there was no place for me really to report it. Because if I reported, I'd be ostracized by my family and everything else for being gay, and obviously I'm not gay. And it was whatever. Block user on YouTube. Block user on YouTube. So I don't know. Oh, yeah. Where the hell is this all coming from?
Well, he was on my Twitch. He tried 2 different accounts. Now he's blocked.
Yeah, I blocked him on both of my, or on my Twitch, and I'm gonna check my YouTube now just to make sure. This better not be a fucking hate raid, man.
It is a hate raid. It doesn't. It's one of those. It's yeah, we're about to wrap up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But let's see here. What? Well, that was fun. Chat just reloaded all together.
Mm-hmm.
In a G7 or G17 for around that price? What do you mean a G17? I don't know. So yeah, I was a victim of sexual abuse. That's why I don't take any of that shit lightly or anything else like that. And I make damn sure that that if anything happens in my proximity, that those people get shot down and beat down. Vam's Cool is looking for a CO2 for 150. Virtue. Pistol?
Sorry. For 150 CO2, blowback runner, Elite Force 9 to 11 is probably going to be your best bet for that price range.
Why CO2?
Yeah, I'm confused. Why is it after CO2? Yeah, if you wouldn't have said blowback, I would have said hater.
Or it's opened up a whole can of worms. Do you modify your weapons? Are there regs on that? There are no regulations on modifying weapons to the extent of is it illegal or not? No, these are all again airsoft. It's not real steel. So you can modify your airsoft guns to your heart's content. Now they just have to be underneath the 400 FPS, whatever the FPS limit is for your particular field. Usually it's 1.55 joules or 400 FPS with 0.2s, depending on where you go. My Gen 2, my hater as well, the seal broke as well. I got to give them both. I got to give all three seal breaks to Sin to fix. Some of my favorite mods, hands down, the easiest favorite mod I do to every single gun I can is the D-Hop barrel from Dead End Outfitters. Hands down, it's the best. It's the best mod that you could do.
I just gotta find a outer barrel that fits the sizes available.
Looking for a blowback. Any good recommendations? You talking rifle or pistol? That's the question. And do you mean gas blowback? Do you mean electric blowback?
If you're getting an electric blowback, don't buy it. Silver Edge is a lie. Don't believe it.
Are the haters suddenly having seal issues?
I think that's from long term. I think it's the Gen 1s. It's because there's elongated use and people aren't actually maintaining their gun like silicone spray.
No, all of his are Gen 2.
Oh, you're hearing this from Gen 2.
That's the guy that's the one that's on there said his Gen 2 seal broke. All the ones I have are Gen 2 and I haven't used them.
I guess lube them before you use
them.
It
could be. I got to take a look at him. It looked like he had dried O-rings inside of it. That's probably from lack of use. If you don't lubricate them on a regular basis, even though they're just sitting around, you'll have that problem. But we are 5 minutes over.
Yeah, and we got to go. So, everybody, definitely come back Thursday. We'll answer more questions. We're going to talk more about Scorched Earth and possibly a little bit about Syndicate 3. Maybe give you guys a little teaser out there. What D92 just said, Glock 19X Umarex for 164 half blowback CO2. Those are both guns. So
half blowback CO2 you have to be careful with because not all CO2 manufacturers are the same. And there are some high pressure CO2 12 gram bulbs that will crack the frame inside the partial blowback Glock.
But with all that, everybody, I'm Joker for Players Wanted. With me is the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virtue from Sinister Customs. And that's Buck. Until the next time we see you, may your BBs fly true